Orlando injury attorney Mo DeWitt. Don't get overwhelmed by mounting medical bills. I'll fight to ensure that the responsible party pays what you're owed. Injured on the go? Don't wait. Visit justcallmo.com.
Do you know Mahatma rice? A staple in our kitchens for generations. It's now easier than ever with delicious recipes like cilantro and lime and all the homemade taste we love. It's ready in only 90 seconds. Perfect at home, at work, or on the go. Mahatma rice feels like home.
There are only about 4,300 publicly traded companies on the U.S. stock exchange. But there are an estimated 33 million companies in the U.S. Hi, I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. The average investor is missing out on over 99% of the investment opportunity that's happening in this beautiful country until now. True portfolio strength is found beyond the confines of the S&P 500, investing in promising companies before they go public. Private real estate, infrastructure, world-changing technologies. This is called the endowment model. The endowment model has historically outperformed the traditional model of just stocks and bonds. If you're an accredited investor and want more from your investments, it's time to think beyond just stocks and bonds. Call Trajan today, 407-213-0000. That's 407-213-0000.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. See website for details.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before. We now have more offices, more staff, and more lawyers than any other injury firm in the world. Protecting America. Fighting for you.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
To everyone who believes in magic, let our team member Teppy tell you how we do it at Culver's.
We're not talking about card tricks or disappearing acts. This is the kind of magic that transforms real, farm-fresh dairy into world-class Wisconsin cheese. Wow. American, Swiss, and cheddar cheeses that melt perfectly onto a juicy butter burger. We're talking about Midwest magic. It turns real Wisconsin cheddar into gooey, golden cheese curds. That same cheddar is used in our Wisconsin cheddar cheese sauce, so you can dip all your favorite snacks in rich, melty goodness that's made the Wisconsin way. It's not just about conjuring up delicious cheese. It's about handcrafting every meal with love. Because at Culver's, we want every bite to be turned into a smile. That's Midwest magic. And we can't wait to share it with you. Order ahead in the app or online and come taste the magic for yourself.
From Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious.
All right, riddle me this. If those homeowners were out of town, who was blasting us with the floodlights and the warnings?
That was SafeTouch's AI deterrence. It actually detects prowlers and calls them out on a loudspeaker.
Just another reason to stay
away from SafeTouch houses.
This month only, purchase the Ultimate Package and receive 6 months of AI deterrence free. Stop would-be intruders in their tracks with real-time verbal warnings, 24/7 video storage, and advanced AI video analytics. Call 888-723-8682 or go to safetouch.com. State license CF 2000-2049.
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we are solving the unsolvable. Our transplant experts are using new technologies like machine perfusion to increase the number of usable organs, reduce waiting times, and allow more patients to receive life-saving liver, heart, kidney, and lung transplants. We're making more possible at Mayo Clinic because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic, you know where to go.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Coming to you live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Need help after an accident? Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1, Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeartRadio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free new and improved iHeartRadio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Holiday magic! Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Dollar. DOLLAR. That's dollar. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may your efforts bear fruit.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. The News Junkie is on. The three best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and C-Lane.
It is Wednesday, October 22nd, 2025. Lots to get to today, from we made a huge mistake to people are attacking rogue kids on e-bikes, and OpenAI drops a browser on tech competitors, plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Hey there, Sabrina.
Hello.
Hello, C-Lane.
What's happening?
And hello to you. You can join us on the show. All you have to do is send us a dispatch. Record yours right now at thenewsjunkie.com. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right to the studio in real time. How's everybody doing on a Wednesday?
Good. How the heck are you, sir?
Hanging in there, feeling good now. Feeling goodish. Good-ish. We got, about a week, a little over a week here before the big roast event. I'm super excited for it. I know a lot of people are getting fired up. It's going to be fun. And if you want to know more, go to thenewsjunkie.com. Not enough sprays yet.
This guy.
Thenewsjunkie.com/roast.
You're
I got
addicted.
now. Every morning, Courtney is just watching over my shoulder when I do my Flonase. And she'll be like, that is quite a few. And that is quite a few. And I'll do, I used to do 2 brands. I used to do another one, and it really got me to a nice place. And she'd be like, I don't know. So now
it is addicting, but
I'm just trying to get to the point where I'm totally good and clear, and I'm right there. I'm like 98%.
Totally dude.
We'll see how it goes today. I might need to lean in. It could happen. Let's lean in ourselves. Let's put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse. Let's see what's happening in this great, big, wide world of ours. And we go to Channel 9 News, everybody. Yes, indeed. KEZI. And over the course of the show today, I will show you that we have made some huge mistakes, okay? We have made
as a show, as a country.
As a country, we have made some huge mistakes as humanity, basically, in some cases. I'll give you our first example here as we put our ears to the ground and our fingers on the pulse. With ABC's KEZI, this young woman was trying to broadcast from a sports game, and she was just trying to do her job. Her job is to do a little report, and the Zoomer guys in the background just wanted to make things miserable.
And bless her soul.
She tried to fight through it. They are the most annoying kids in the world. Zoomers, I want to hear from you. I want you, Zoomers, to denounce these guys. I want you to denounce them and say they do not represent me. They do not represent me, okay? I have to preface this with something. There's a thing that young kids say, which C-Lane tried the other day, which is 6'7".
Yeah.
6'7".
Still
Which,
not 100%
And you have to do like this thing, right?
Yeah,
6'7".
And
is that like rating someone's hotness?
No.
It started from a rap song, and the rap song said 6'7", and the rap song became very popular, even though it was a really garbage song that was less than like maybe 2 minutes long or something max. And this rapper said 6'7" in the song, and the kids loved it. The Zoomers loved it. And then they kept asking him in interviews. They're like, what did you mean by 6'7"? All the kids are saying 6'7". He's like, I don't know. I didn't really think about it. I just put it in the song.
Right.
And so it doesn't really mean anything. And then people would make memes about basketball players who were 6'7", and they would stop the song at 6'7", and they would do this thing like they were juggling things between their 2 hands. And
a 6 and a 7?
I know.
Maybe.
South Park has skewered it as of this last week or so. I just wanted to tell you all that.
The song is by Skrilla, and it's called Doot Doot, and then with the parenthetical title 6'7".
Yeah.
Doot Doot. Got it.
The 6'7" part was what took off, and so now young kids are just like 6'7", 6'7". Now you know. Sorry for the long lead up. Here's the clip.
But football is, you can definitely tell there is a new play caller in town. The offense is looking.
This guy. They're leaning in front of the camera. They're surrounding her completely.
And
like
she just keeps her composure. Like, hey, 1 second. I would have decked him in the bells.
So far, so good. But these kids, there is maybe 6 of them or more.
7?
They're like, well, yeah, there maybe 6 or 7 of them.
Dookie.
Which I wouldn't be surprised if they did that on purpose. If they were like, well, there's only 6 going out. Let's, that they may have really leaned into this corny thing that they're doing, but they have surrounded her. And honestly, it's obnoxious. I'm really bad at this because these days young kids come into the bar and Courtney and I will be like, who is this little boy trying to buy a
Let me see your
Ultra?
ID.
Yeah, well,
and they're 25 years old.
I ain't falling for this, pal. So I think they're like in their late teens-ish. I think they're in their teens. I think these are teenagers who are behind this reporter. And they're mobbing her and popping in front of the camera and shouting 6-7.
You can definitely tell there is a new play caller in town. The offense is looking, 1 second. The offense is looking a lot more versatile. They're getting their tight end in there with more reps. Still seem really characteristic with the running game.
So annoying.
I hate this kid. I want to shoot you over the border in a cannon.
Why would they send this girl to do this by herself? Because it seems like it's a camera on a stand.
You know why they would send her? They would send her because they would expect people to be decent. They would expect them to be decent human beings.
Need 6-7 days.
Honestly, from a broadcaster standpoint, you got to go, well, at least this is better than Effer writing the P.
A little bit, but only so much. Only in the fact that you can air it. But they're now hounding her. We made a huge mistake, okay? Mistake number 1 was not spanking the Zoomers. We made a major mistake by coddling the Zoomers and not spanking them, and now this is what we get. This is what we get.
I at this point, and you've only played about 15 seconds of it.
There's more,
I'm taking off the belt. That is belt for sure.
I would, if some grown-ass man just went and roped one of these kids and started whipping them, I would support it. I would just, especially the one kid. And then we'd be right
there behind him. 6-7! Not fun, huh?
The one kid who's just screaming his lungs out. I hope you have no voice for a year, son.
A lot more passes from Malik Murphy to Trent Walker. And I think even though the game is tied, the offense has looked entirely different. And we'll see how it goes through the second half of this game.
Is she talking to someone?
Why did they stay on it for so long?
What's going on is this is just her feed. This is her feed.
Okay.
Back at the station, they're like, sounds like there's some rowdy young men around you back there. And she's like, yeah, they're just,
You guys sent me here. Thanks a lot.
Zoomers these days. And oh, God,
That's so annoying.
Hate you. If there was
At least you didn't try to participate or be like, what's a 6-7?
More like 8-9. Am I right? Back to you.
I don't.
No, this is
often,
Channel 9.
I don't often say this, but if there was and I mean tactical, okay? I mean tactical, a very tactical nuclear strike solely on these kids in this moment, and it zapped them all out of oblivion. Improvement. We have made an improvement to the world. Things are better. Zoomers, I want to hear you denounce these guys. I want to hear that today, so do so. All Day Yucker says it's just not creative. Tell me about it. There's nothing. You're not even doing anything.
Still did it. I think that woman should get an award.
Mm-hmm.
Give her the anchor spot.
She wants to say some things.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
And she kept herself together, was smiling, was getting the story out, whatever the story was, having these kids screaming in her ear, and then another one blocking her shot, and she still held it together. Bless her soul. Give her a
quick.
raise.
Let's double down on this. I don't remember all the details. I usually remember this stuff. Who was the reporter that had enough in a situation like this?
There's been plenty of them.
There was one that punched a.
The one in New Orleans. She was in New Orleans on Bourbon Street, I think, and. In my brain, and I don't have it all together, so this is not accurate. But it was something like she said they had herpes or something, and I think she got in trouble when they were all mobbing her during her live shot. And people take this one of two ways. One group of people, maybe about half of you, will say, "Oh, if you don't want people bothering you, then don't do live reports from the streets," which is stupid. And then half of you will be like, these kids are monsters, which is the correct take. Just so you know.
Okay,
all right?
There was one guy that lost it back when Opie and Anthony were a thing, and they were trying to like get their listeners to do stuff like this, but like, you know, like hold our sign, you know, whatever. And the dude just turned around and said, "What the F is your problem, man?"
I see that. That should be the default.
Well, he made a live apology and was fired hours later.
Ah, come on! Look at what a world where people kind of and I don't mean this in the truest sense, but in a soft sense, they're bullying her, they're bothering her, they're mobbing her. Leave the lady alone. She's doing her job.
And then I'm getting a vibe that she had to set up the shot by herself. Like it seems like it's on a tripod.
Nobody's stopping them.
Why not send a cameraman or a second person with her?
A big
one. They can stop these assholes.
A really big one. How is there 30 seconds more in this clip? I don't know if I can do that. I don't. We got stuff to get to. But
I sent you the clip. It was back in 2013. Jessica Sanchez.
Okay,
over
1 second.
In New Orleans.
Let's just see if there's anything. He's still behind her. They got a beer. Are they done? Nope.
That's weird. No, we're live.
Okay, I can't take it anymore. I can't. It goes on for 20 more seconds.
I just
Literally
want to
20
launch
more
them
seconds.
off a balcony.
Yeah, I know. I would applaud it. I would applaud it if this was a federal crime somehow. I know it's very specific. Let me get this other one that Sabrina said. This was the lady from. Hold on, give me 1 second. She was on Bourbon Street, and somebody was trying to crash her shot.
Why would you ever do a live shot from Bourbon Street? That almost seems like you're asking for it.
Well, shouldn't you be able to? Shouldn't people be a little more respectful? I understand what you're saying too, but like you're saying in some situations you should know what to expect, and they're drunk and they're on Bourbon Street, and it's the Super Bowl in this case.
Oh yeah, okay,
it's the Super Bowl, yeah. So, but she had enough, and it was just like that lady. That lady was very patient with these stupid 6'7" Zoomers. But here's the other situation. Look at the face. That she's really intense. This news reporter. All right, we go. Let's get it.
Right now, thousands are gathering in New Orleans to celebrate the Super Bowl. And while it can be fun to cheer on your team, the festivities are bringing out the wild side in some fans. TV reporter Jessica Sanchez was live in New Orleans with talking about some of the inebriated people around her. Now, that's when one partier made the mistake of crashing her live shot. Take a look.
I love how people say inebriated to sound more newsy. Just say drunk.
They were blacked out drunk, throwing up on themselves.
Hammered, vile human beings in the streets, just drunk. That is fine by me.
Like this one behind me. Hi, yes. How are you doing?
California.
Oh, very nice to meet you. You know,
49ers.
You're gonna do an interview with us?
Sure.
Okay, because we were just talking about here along Bourbon Street and the STD rate that's been going on here.
What a twist in the story. we were just talking about the STD rate here on Bourbon
like someone
Street.
With crabs.
Debbie Downer with the news. They're partying. Now I almost understand it, but I forgot what happens here, so let's go.
And so how long have you had an STD?
I don't have an STD.
Oh, then why did you want to talk?
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my gosh. I'm so sorry.
Are you serious?
Nothing to be ashamed of. Right now.
No, I don't have an STD. That's
okay, yes. Anyway, so I've been taking...
Every once in a while, they have enough of your 6'7", 6'7", 6'7".
How long have you had your STD? That's something.
Could you imagine if people were just doing that all the time when you're trying to do your job? Like you couldn't do that.
The yelling like that
at any other job. If you were like baking cakes or something, and somebody's like 6'7". Oh my God!
86. We're out of cupcakes. Come on.
I don't know if Stand Your Ground covers that, but I'm willing to risk it. I'm willing to give it a shot. There you go. We made a huge mistake. We made a huge mistake by not spanking the Zoomers enough, and now this is what they're doing. Now, some of you are saying it could be so much worse. It could. I applaud them for not being even worse, but it's still, pretty obnoxious, is what I would say. And we'll take your thoughts on that. Send us a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com. And if you say 6'7" anywhere in your dispatch, absolutely just completely banished into oblivion.
Blackballed.
Right there.
6, 7 out of here.
Immediately. Another mistake that we made when we come back, we'll talk about something that just dropped, some information that should probably shock everybody. And I think it might. I think it might. Plus, the worst invention in the world, all the good drama of the day, and so
Worse than
much
6,
more.
7?
Oh, even worse than that, Seelane. I think you might agree that that, too, was a mistake. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
You know you can always text us, unless you're driving, at 77031. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
Only the left.
Hello.
Construction northbound before US 301 blocking the right lane.
How are you, everybody?
Run into some familiar delays going through that amusement park area. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477.
Wednesday.
Center of James, Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Hang on. Staples. Your local Staples has hot deals Here we and go. super low prices throughout the store on everything for your business. I can't believe Save up to that it's only Wednesday. Off your print order. Exclusions apply. Visit Staples. This week is feeling long. Plus, save even more with the easy. Very, very long.
There are just a few seats left to join the Monsters in the Morning for their Halloween brew bus heading to Lake County. The 2 buses are ready to roll, and this Saturday.
Hey there, Tanya.
In Leesburg to Barry.
Hey, Chaos. Hey, Kevin. Hey, Bootsy. Hey, Henry. Hey, Cosidius. Hello, everybody.
Puddle jumpers.
Welcome to Wednesday. How we doing? Everybody good?
Just call Mo, Orlando's injury attorney.
Dylan just got out of his dental surgery. I think he's a little out there, but finally he's on the path to be a little more pain-free. They just gave him like a pouch with all of his wisdom teeth. Crazy. Okay, a couple of minutes.
Hey, Russ Rollins here for Solar Source. Did you know that utility companies are proposing like the largest...
Lori, hello. MPWS, hello.
How about yours? If it is...
Other person on Twitch whose name cannot be mentioned. Hello. Lee Road, hello. Kevin, hello. Janine, hi.
You can go to Solar Source and get a whole solar system package as though...
Henry says I called out from work. Good for you, buddy. Good for you.
No money down.
So many projects in the works right now, and this big roast event coming up in about a week. Lots to juggle right now. But certainly excited about some things that are in the pipeline. Very, very big time to be on the show. Always a good time to be a fan. Hello?
Go to solarsource.com/sponsor.
Hi. How are you? You got anybody to yell at today? Because people yesterday were talking about how mean you were.
I wasn't mean.
And how you were just yelling at people.
I just had a schedule.
Whatever. What are you doing? Oh.
Your ticket to big savings is that big blue envelope.
Bye.
It's brimming with deals from big name brands and your favorite local spots.
Insecure Walrus says, I just got new tires. They were 215% more than when I bought them in 2019. Insecure Walrus, right now, how many miles on your car? How many miles on your car? How'd you burn through those tires that fast?
My testosterone is back, baby. Thanks to Red Mountain weight loss, man, it was really low.
Couple of minutes and we're back live on the show. And we have a few big things to talk about. But another one that matches the show and stream title today, we made a huge mistake. I knew this was coming, but I haven't seen better and more jarring evidence of it in a while. Okay? So I intend to make a small case for you here in a moment, which I think will be a fun conversation. 317,000 miles? Wow! Woo! I think the 6-7 thing is a Gen Alpha thing and not Zoomers. I'm blaming the Zoomers. What's the cutoff for Zoomers on the bottom end? I mean, I could Google. I'll Google Zoomer range. Nah, Zoomers are between 13 and 28. Those kids are Zoomers, all right?
Tobacco-free Florida.
Don't try to correct me. Come at me correct instead of correcting me.
Able to receive free nicotine patches, gum, or lozenges.
I actually got tires as water boys for my F-150 a couple of months ago. They were cheaper than the last set I bought 3 years ago. Well, everybody's buying tires. If there's a tire retailer out there and you would like to sponsor the show, you may have missed the boat by a little bit, but there's probably some more people who need tires. Oldest Gen Alpha should be 15 or 14. The thing I just read said all the way down to 13 right now. How many of you bought tires recently? Jesus.
Still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age.
All right, chat. AI and boomers. Do we think they will adapt or are they doomed? AI and boomers, do we think they'll adapt and figure this out and understand it? Or are they completely and totally doomed? I have seen people falling for the most obvious AI content in the last couple of months. I mean, really obvious. Really obvious. Like a figure skater with a kitty cat spinning it up in the air, and then the cat lands on its tail and spins on the ground. Like, oh my God, this is amazing. They should be on America's Got Talent. Doomed? Nobody thinks they're going to figure it out. You tell us, Sean the Boomer. I'm not even close. The animals eating the trick-or-treat candy videos are pretty lifelike. I know, but you're still not going to fall for it, I don't think. And you'll see my point in a moment here. We made a huge mistake, okay? I hope us grandparents are able to get them straight. I hope so, too. But I don't think so. Hope and think are two very different things. Copyright, copyright, copyright. All right, we're coming back.
Always screaming. I mean, streaming commercial free. Plus Trick or Treat Radio just for your little monsters. Trick or treat. And of course, curated Halloween playlists perfect for your Halloween party. Just open the free iHeartRadio app, search Halloween, and listen now.
Holiday magic! Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Dollar. DOLLAR. That's dollar. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may your efforts bear fruit.
They're best friends, unless they're fighting. Are they fighting? It's the news.
And glad you are choosing us over the same three songs over and over and over again. The three best friends you never knew you had, going through the most viral stories of the day right here on the show. Learn more at thenewsjunkie.com. To your emails in just a moment. But I intend to prove to you on multiple fronts that we made a huge mistake today. We have made a huge mistake. And one of them, which is just, I don't know why, it's so jarring to me. And I don't see a lot of hope in this world. When it comes to older people interacting with AI online, it's bad. I mean, it's really bad, and it's only going to get worse from here. And I'll give you an example. Those of you on YouTube or Twitch will be able to see this. I'll put it up on See It Now in just a moment for everybody else, okay? You can go back and take a look if you want to see just how far gone we may be, all right? This video is taking the world by storm, and it has 4.8 million views. And this video, I think you both can just look at this video and tell me whether it's real or not. I think you could just look at the video and tell me whether you think that's a real video or not. Just first glance, what's your gut tell you about this?
I'm going to go with not a real video.
Looks pretty fake.
Yeah, looks insanely fake right off the jump. It's somebody in a U.S. Army
Army is
uniform.
misspelled.
Army is misspelled on account of the AI, right? That's how bad it is. The pockets on his army jacket are inexplicably sideways. Makes absolutely no sense. Stuff will be dumping out of your pockets, all right?
Tray of food looks insane because it looks perfect.
Yeah, the tray of food is way too clean and does not look real at all. The man
For a second, I thought it was supposed to be Barack Obama.
The man who looks like Obama with some salt and pepper he's a war vet, so of course he has 2 metal Dr. Octopus arms. It doesn't even look like what somebody would have if their arms were blown off by IEDs in the military. It's so obviously fake. All right. So now let me show you the moving version of this. Again, I'll put this up on See It Now. In fact, let me get a snapshot right now, C-Lane. I'll pop this up on See It Now. So if they want to watch along, they absolutely can do that. Because I want to prove a larger point here. And that is that although most of us of a certain age are going to be okay, I believe, through most of the AI stuff that we're facing, some of us are just absolutely cooked. Old Army guy AI. All right, I'm putting this up right now. These older folks do not get it. They see this stuff and they believe it 100% because their whole life has been based on show me the video. Something happened? Yeah, prove it. Show me the video footage. Now, here's what happens here. I'll put this up on See It Now. Take a look at it. Here goes the video. All right. It's a booth of little kids laughing at this Army vet. Obviously AI. He tries to pick up his Big Mac, and then even though he picks it up perfectly and flips it upside down in his hands, for some reason he can't eat it with his metal arm.
It drops,
right?
Yep.
Yeah,
and,
he just drops it.
I mean, that laugh is so close, as if they...
Little girl comes over. The little girl holds the hamburger and feeds the war vet.
And you're saying people think this is real?
Not only did people think it was real, millions of them, millions of old people thought
just because millions of people have seen it.
Yes. Yeah. Well, no. Not because of that. Because if you go into the threads, you have the boomers coming out. All right. Amen. God bless that child, says somebody who's a grown ass person over on Facebook because they saw the little kid that was definitely not real feed the robo-armed vet a burger at McDonald's. Sandy says it takes the kindness of a child to help someone in need while adults are being blatantly ignorant by laughing at the man.
The burger flipped back into the perfect position.
She didn't see any of that. What? They can't detect real from AI, guys, if they can't detect the fake in that. There's just no way. We have made a huge mistake.
This is very familiar to me. I feel like this is a ripoff of an old commercial or an old
for metal arms.
No, but it was somebody else who couldn't eat. Maybe not for
and
metal
somebody
arms.
Helped them out.
There was some people making fun of them, and then there's one person that helped.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm getting a real deja vu feeling about this whole plot here.
This lady says maybe they will realize when it's too late, when something happens to them, heaven forbid. Rebecca says, that's what I call a gift from God. That little girl, their kids, you folks, I am doing the Lord's work right now. There are so many misspellings in these posts from these boomers online. That's what I call a gift from God. That little girl there, kids are the most unusual people. They do things nobody else would. I have lupus that used to move off, but I got on the bus that used to move for me because I got a pink mark on my face.
All right. Ban them
amazing.
From Facebook. I mean, that's unreal.
Wow.
And they want to blame the world's problems on the younger kids?
I don't even know that some of these comments are real.
Slammed down the fake burger. The laugh is so clear as if they had mic'd up that table of teens. And then this little girl this is so weird.
I can tell you without a doubt, C-Lane, that this problem is real. I saw somebody who's not even a boomer who in the last week or so reacted to a video that was way more blatantly fake than this, okay? And they were like, this is unbelievable. Have you seen this? It's a dog eating a bowl of Oreo cookies.
What?
And you're like,
saying
my God.
This backyard camera had a full lion jumping on a trampoline. What is that?
I'm saying, like, the people that make this content that want it to go viral, I think also feed into it by, having fake commenters that believe it.
There might be some fake comments there.
There's always fake commenters, but I am telling you,
the comment that you read that was like so poorly punctuated and misspelled. The name was misspelled. I don't know a lot of Rebeccas that have 2 B's in their names.
Maybe there's some. The ones that write that stupid, probably. There's many of them. And the whole thread of this, they can't all be fake. The whole thread is just absolutely mind-melting to me to see this kind of stuff. And lest you be on the side of C-Lane here and say, like, look, the comments are fake too. Trust me, the old people are falling for this. They are.
And they'll read the comments and are like, well, there's someone that has my opinion or what I would have written.
You know what's weird? So many of us that aren't boomers look at the simple things and realize it's fake. Like, for one, I think Sabrina pointed out, I saw commenters pointing out, one of the things that's a dead giveaway is the restaurant is too clean. You immediately look at it and you're like,
look at the tray.
AI does not yet add in the filth that you get on
not
restaurant.
the AI that made this.
No. It's not even a good AI for the record.
I mean, the burger bounced like it was a bouncy ball.
I don't know if they do that. Yeah, the whole thing is just, we are so doomed with this.
No, we are fine, the three of us, and like-minded individuals. Everyone who commented on there, bot or not, they're cooked. They're cooked.
It's very disturbing, and that's not going to change, I don't think. Like, do you think older people will up their skill set and then they'll be able to determine what's real and what's fake? Because I literally don't. I don't think a lot of them will be able to do that.
I mean, you could give them advice and say, look at the comments, but then you look at comments like that. How are they supposed to know? I mean, there are some AI videos where I'm like, hold up. And then I peep the comments, and I am reassured this is obviously AI.
Right. Yes.
But what happens when a boomer finds comments like that?
One of the first things you should do. And then maybe they seed some of the comments with fake ones to fool even more people. God only knows.
I mean, like the whole misspelling thing, we say, like, they purposely misspell things in emails that are, like the Nigerian print scam type of emails to, like, if you are smart enough to know, like, this is so horrendously misspelled, they're not wasting their time with you. You're not wasting your time with them. They want to get the people that miss that kind of thing.
What's the overall goal of pretending that a vet with robo-arms...
Clout, space bucks, internet points,
Remember
karma.
the good old days where it was like the late night prank, and that took, a crew of people, special effects, a little bit editing and post, all done by humans. What was the one? Jimmy Kimmel that some girl like lit herself on fire by accident? That was a great prank. It took weeks for us to get the truth. There was a Kristen Bell Funny or Die bit where she sits down and reveals that she is actually tatted from the neck down. And I'll never forget walking outside here at HQ and listening to these two ladies like, did you have any idea Kristen Bell had all these tattoos?
Unbelievable. Like, the kids these days are getting too many tattoos.
And I'm like, all right, the prank worked. Let me explain to them.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, but how do you explain to people who are just never going to get some of this, right? And trust me, so people who think this is rage bait, trust me, I've seen it with my own eyes in real life over and over and over again. They are falling for this stuff nonstop. AARP had an article. For those of you who don't know, that's the Retired Person's magazine, one of the biggest magazines out there, if not the biggest. I'm not sure these days. And it says older adults are navigating AI. The excitement and potential of artificial intelligence is not lost on older Americans. New AARP research, which is AI, right? Isn't the graphic even AI?
Yeah.
Shows many adults age 50 plus are leaning into technology, yet some are skeptical about embracing AI in their daily lives. Nearly 8 in 10 older adults agree that technology has made their daily lives more convenient and efficient. Yeah, but when they think about technology, when they ask those people about this, they're thinking about your thermostat being digital.
Yeah, they just figured out Siri.
They're not thinking about ChatGPT. When it comes to general AI familiarity, most older adults have some general knowledge, but knowledge decreases with age. Nearly half of respondents in their 50s know about and use AI-driven chatbots, while just over 25% of those over age 70 do.
Wow, AARP admitting that knowledge decreases with age just seems like a slap in the face.
You're about to lose some members.
Little painful. What do you think?
They lose some members, every day, I think.
Yeah, no, for sure.
It's like there's like the debt. It's a debt clock over there, just rolling more people, unfortunately. But I want to know what you think. Do you think that older people are going to adapt, or are we doomed? Are they just going to think everything is real, and then now we have more people with just completely different visions of reality in the United States and the world? Tell us what you think. And we'll get to those dispatches very soon. Alternatively, if you are older, there's a thing called internet. And we have an email address set up. You can email me, tips, T-I-P-S, at thenewsjunkie with an IE.com.
Oh, and the phone is blown up right now.
No, not the phone. Not the
I'm leaving a dispatch.
You record a digital recording on thenewsjunkie.com, and we'll see if you think we're doomed on this or not. Okay, Brenda emails tips at thenewsjunkie.com. You could do the same. Sean, I agree with everything you're saying about that Judge Elaine Barbour. Oh, this is the one who let this violent man, this wannabe murderer and probable rapist on multiple occasions, who's just excited about the fact of harming women around him at any given opportunity, complete strangers that he's attacking. And the judge says, I think $950 seems like a good amount of bond for a man who wanted to flee and kill people. This person, Brenda, says, I think they need to reopen and review her cases. Maybe send her to early retirement. I don't think she's even that old. Comparatively, I think she's older as a judge, but I don't even think she's that old.
I looked her
said
up.
Anything?
She gives me real Katie Porter vibes.
I get it too. Yeah, I feel that too. She has not made any comment on this, and people yesterday were saying, Sean, have that judge on the phone and take her down. This judge, like all the other judges, will never, ever, ever, ever accept that. They will never, ever, ever accept that. They want to make all of these decisions in the cocoon and isolation of their courtroom, as if what they do doesn't have a negative impact on the other people around them. It is insane. And I want more people to know about stories like this. So that's why it's good to talk about it. Not sure how old she is, but clearly too old to be doing her job. Says Brenda, love you all three, best friends. Thank you, Brenda. We'll get to yours when we come back. Your email, that is. And I said this is the worst invention. I didn't want to call it that. The worst product that I've ever seen in my life. You want to talk about making a huge mistake, which is the ongoing theme on the show today. There is maybe no bigger mistake than somebody getting this. And I'll tell you what it is. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Hey, y'all, it's fall. Try the new pumpkin spiced Colbert Show today at 3. Now gluten-free. Available for a limited time only. The Jim Colbert Show, weekdays at 3 on Real Radio.
Hello! Welcome behind the scenes, everybody.
Well, but relief is in sight. So before we get there, highs will warm into the
Stand by.
High 86 are rain.
Stand by.
Mostly dry with mostly sunny skies as we head throughout this afternoon, but we are going to be expecting a cold front.
Stand by.
A cold front to push through. That will give way to some better feeling temperatures just in time for the end of the week with lower humidity, sunshine, and highs closer.
I'm waiting for it on here.
Storm team.
I'm waiting for it on the screen.
This report is sponsored by HCA Florida West Fallujah Emergency. HCA
I'm waiting for it on the screen.
Emergency in DeLand is now open. Visit HCA.
Did you break again?
to learn more. This emergency department.
Hello?
HCA Florida Lake Monroe Hospital.
What is with you lately?
Services are billed at
Cameraman, on the verge of being fired.
And if you have been frustrated
on the verge of being fired,
up your power bill and see the price going up and up, just taking it on the chin. If you think,
stand by,
I could do something to take control of my energy, well, you can. It's time to call Solar Installers of Florida, guys. You call them up, they will give you a quote over the phone very quickly, and they can design and install
What is going on?
Okay,
there we go.
For your home, tailored towards your energy needs. Then you lock in lower costs and enjoy predictable bills for years to come. And right now, the federal tax credits available make that switch more affordable than ever. 30% they can cover. But that's only lasting until the end of the year, so start dreading the next power bill.
Excuse me.
Dreading the next power bill rise and start looking forward to energy freedom. Call Solar Installers of Florida today for your free quote. 407-777-5050. Tell them Ceilings
Stand by.
sent you. They'll give you about $500 off that quote. 407-777-5050. Or check them out online at solarinstallersoflorida.com.
Is it a cold, allergies, or could it be a sinus issue? Aspire Allergy and Sinus can help you find out.
Man, why is this going so slow?
From allergies also suffer from chronic sinus issues that are often left untreated. So ditch those.
I called the judge. She has a voicemail. Good.
And find a
Good.
solution that actually
Share the number.
Aspire Allergy and Sinus.
It's not a dox.
Go to aspireallergy.com.
Hold on tight, everybody. Hold on.
Hey, if you're looking for a top-notch fencing company that can do a great job for you, someone you can trust, talk to the guys I talked to. Dal over at MNC Fence. Owner came over to my house with his son. They measured everything. Showed up one time. Fair quote, and also very professional. And they have such selection at MNC Fence. Go to mncfence.org. That's mncfence.org. MNC Fence, where quality meets character at mncfence.org.
As our area continues to grow, more and more national.
This is so weird. Folks, I got a minor issue with the Skull mic cam. So hang on.
What's new about that? I've been doing that for over 40 years. That's Florida's original Keith LeClaire, owner of International Diamond Center, who says the corporate jewelers are mostly owned by the same Wall Street conglomerate, just with different.
Okay, let me try this again.
They have 9-10 different brands. They're owned by Wall Street. They answer to Wall Street.
This computer is ruining our time together.
To anybody but our customers. In IDC, you don't deal with retail clerks. You work with true diamond professionals who are focused on you, not some corporate sales quota. We guide them through it, protect them. We want them to come back. And bottom line, Keith guarantees to be any diamond at any price that you find at any corporate store, any day of the week.
All right.
Any closer to the source than IDC. International Diamond Center, your true direct diamond importer for 4 decades.
We got a catastrophe going on. I will fix. We will be back up and running momentarily, I promise.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Now we're talking.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Severe from Vicks.
Sinex Severe nasal spray.
Is it working?
Just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Severe instantly relieves nasal congestion.
No.
6 times faster than nasal decongestant tablets. In 12 hours.
Making a mockery out of me.
To the moments that matter without congestion.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
I think it's good now.
Sinex Severe from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
Unbelievable.
Live radio, 24/7 news, live sports, and your favorite.
I'll fix it next break.
Pure connection to what moves you. The best part, it's all free. Join the millions.
The free iHeartRadio app.
Live radio, 24/7 news, live sports,
And your favorite podcasts.
a pure connection to what moves you.
The best part, it's all free.
Join the millions who already have it on their smartphone, the free iHeartRadio app.
The #1 app for radio.
Your local Staples has hot deals and super low prices throughout the store on everything for your business. And right now at Staples, save up to $125 off your print order. Exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for details. Ends November 1st. Plus, save even more with the Easy Rewards program at Staples.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Filling you in on the shocking details. Just try not to pass out. This is the new.
Huge mistake. I intend to prove that to you throughout the show today. We've had a lot of major mistakes so far, but there'll be even more that we go through, and a lot of other things happening in all things viral. You can join the show over at thenewsjunkie.com and keep listening for those keywords on this station. Before we get to your emails, your feedback, and all of that stuff, this is literally the worst idea for a product that I've ever heard of in my life. Hate it. Hate it. Do not want this to catch on. Do not want it to become a thing. And I say in this case, maybe we made a huge mistake in the digitization of everything. We talked a bit about this yesterday. Like, do you want more things that are smart in your house or more things that are not? And many people are like, no, I don't want this smart stuff anymore because it's been proven through the internet crash this week that all kinds of stuff could break. People were stuck in their beds because they had internet-connected beds. Their alarm clocks wouldn't go off because they had internet-connected devices.
Couldn't access certain bank accounts. I also it brings up the question, why is it just one place that's housing all of these servers? ASW, whatever it's called?
That is the problem with what they call centralized internet. That is what the problem is exactly with centralized internet, Sabrina, because all of these companies rely on one other company to stay up. And when that company, when their servers go down, then all hell breaks loose. I'm going to put worst product ever. Worst device in history over on See It Now. So you can take a look at this, and I'll bring it up for those of you on the stream in a second. But I hate this. This is a bad idea, and we have made a huge mistake. I present to you something that is now becoming incredibly popular and ever present in China for the moment, in bathrooms. And you go to utilize the public restroom in these countries like China where they've adapted this so far. And when you're all done, when you're done using the restroom after, say, a number 2 has occurred or even a number 1, doesn't matter. If you would like some toilet paper, you have to take out your phone, scan a QR code, and watch an ad.
You're kidding. That's a joke.
No, you really... In China, they've launched
toilet
this.
Paper?
Yes, you're in the public restroom. You see the toilet paper machine. You're ready to, go ahead and take care of your mess. And you have to pull out your phone and scan a QR code and then watch an ad in order to dispense some toilet paper. And here's the
I'm
kicker.
gonna have to watch a lot of ads.
Exactly.
That's the kicker, C-Lane. If you want more than just the 4 squares that I'm always advocating for, if you want more, you got to watch another ad. So if you want if you want
and
to
watch
keep
it's that
kicking
6'7" kid just screaming the whole time
over and over and over. Oh God! Public restrooms in parts of China are testing new dispensers that release toilet paper only after users scan a QR code and watch an online advertisement. A system that's drawn widespread public criticism. Local governments have not disclosed how many units are in operation or whether data collected will be anonymized or monitored.
It won't.
The mounted paper dispensers are equipped with optical scanners that display a QR code. So you pull out your phone. Here it is. You scan the QR code. Now on your phone, it shows you an ad, and you can either pay to skip the ads or you watch the ads and then they dispense your toilet paper.
That's how they're trying to make money here. They go, listen, the toilet paper is totally free if you want to watch the ads. Like a freemium game. It's freemium toilet paper.
Watch this lady do
what
this.
If there's a line out the door? It's at a concert or something.
Too bad.
The bathroom just became so much slower. No way.
Too bad. Well, you can see the visual of this because I know it's a visual, and it's over on See It Now on thenewsjunkie.com. But the woman scans it here. She's in the bathroom. She scans it. Here's how much you get. Ready? She scans the QR code. If you pay through your phone, you can immediately skip the ad like she did, and then it dispenses that much toilet paper.
Nope.
Oh, man.
I
It was
guess
like 4
you just
squares.
bring your own toilet paper?
I guess. It's bad enough. Doesn't China have those, ground toilets anyhow where you squat over the top of them?
I don't know about everywhere.
Let's see. Hold on.
Ground toilet.
China public toilet.
Is this
I
1,000% real, or are we getting AI'd?
No. It's real. That is the real deal.
It makes me very upset. I don't know why I'm having such a visceral reaction right now. But at the thought of going to the bathroom here at HQ, I have 6 minutes. Even if it's number one, there is a routine to it. And that is, I'm collecting the toilet paper already. That is just... And to watch an ad in between and
I
only
don't
get
wanna
4
do that.
squares. I mean, it'd be great for you. You're a 4-square guy.
Well, but what if somebody doesn't bring their phone with them to the bathroom? Courtney doesn't even bring her phone into the bathroom when she goes. It's insane. But
what? She sits there in silence.
This is how a lot of the bathrooms look, the public restrooms in China, where it's just like the slot on the floor.
But is that the same place they're deploying these toilet paper pay machines?
I don't know. This one, they don't show the toilet. They simply just show the machine up on the wall.
Yeah, it's not a great ad for visiting China, I gotta be honest.
I would love to go someday, but I would not be excited about all the restrooms that they have. It is something fierce. Oh my God. Some of the photos that they show me. Don't Google China public toilet. It is not a good time. But that's how it's going to work.
Okay.
And I say to you, we made a huge mistake leaning into all of these smart products. I'm willing to admit that today. Because
can't take it away now. It's too late.
They can't get us with ads online as much as they want to. So where do they have you trapped? When you're in a public bathroom stall and you just went number 2 and you're looking around going,
this is not going to end well for anybody.
Mm-hmm. And then if you ask me if I'm in the next stall and you're like, hey, I get some TP over here. No.
Did you watch the ad?
So you give me some money then. I should get paid for this if that's the case.
Or
I
you
should
watch
get
the
paid.
ad and realize no one has refilled the dispenser.
And then there's nothing in
No
there at
toilet
all.
paper and a 30-second ad you didn't need.
It's disturbing. We made a huge mistake. Let us know what you think. Maybe you're on the side of this technology. I can't believe that would be true, but I guess it could possibly be. Let us know. Give us a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com. All right, a couple of emails rolling in, and let me make sure I do as this is saying. Keep me anonymous, it says. All right, anonymous to tips at thenewsjunkie.com. As a younger boomer from 1961, I am not afraid of AI, says anonymous, and I am enjoying owning stock in NVIDIA and other tech stocks. I know other boomers that are deathly afraid of AI, mainly because Fox News tells them to be. I listen to your show, and I no longer believe anything I see or hear, and I'm much happier. She says. He says,
huh? Wait, you don't believe what we say either?
No, I think they're saying after listening to the show, they're questioning a lot of things. So the level of skepticism being higher is good in an AI-generated world. So thank you, Anonymous. Hi, Sean, Sabrina, and C-Lane. Podcast listener here. So many items from yesterday's show to comment on, but the Smart Hour discussion won out. I tried the early access to Alexa Plus. This is the one we were discussing.
Yeah.
For about an hour, and I immediately turned it off since I felt like it made my Alexa device even dumber, which I didn't think was possible.
I was just about to get the free early access. This is a good email.
Not a good review, though. They said, I use it to play music for my kids to fall asleep to, and when I told the device which song to play, like I usually did, I was told the album didn't exist. I had to say the album exactly as it exists on Amazon Music for it to play. Seems like that isn't a step forward for the service. Worst part was, when I reverted back to the original version, it actually made it somehow dumber. That's a trick. That's a trick to get you to upgrade again. It wouldn't work with the old voice prompts either, and I had to create a routine so I didn't have to say the exact phrase. I feel like Amazon is doing it on purpose and making the Alexa IQ around 30. Keep up the work, says Richard. Thank you, Richard. Appreciate that. Appreciate you listening to the podcast. And we've stirred up some things around here technology-wise. What do you think? Let us know. Send us a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com. All right, when we return, we got to get to, there's other things in AI to hit on eventually here, but there's a story about e-bike attacks that is something we definitely need to talk about. We'll discuss that in more details on the White House being demolished. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Keep left, only one lane's getting by on the Beach Line westbound before Innovation Way. There's a vehicle fire getting cleared up there. I-4 westbound just over St. John's River Bridge. There's a crash getting cleared up there. You're going to run into some slowdowns. Ongoing construction continues on Florida's Turnpike northbound before US 301. The right lane's blocked there. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Staples. Your local Staples has hot deals and super low prices throughout the store on everything for your business. And right now at Staples, save up to $125 off your print order. Exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for details. Ends November 1st. Plus, save even more with the Easy Rewards program at Staples.
Folks, I got to tell you, I was texting last night with my friend Leon Mills. And he's such a great guy. He is not only a good dude, he also runs a business the way you should. There are a lot of ways to run a business, but many of them are taking advantage of the people who rely on you. And at Mills Air, they just don't do that. The idea is not to try to milk as much money out of you today when you're in need. It's to build up a great customer base of people who like business done the old-fashioned way, where somebody cares about you and treats you right and treats you like the smart person that I know you are. And the smart decision for you, to call Mills Air. Any problem with your AC, anything you can think of, you call Mills Air. Don't want to get ripped off? You call Mills Air. Want a professional to come out that's going to be respectful? You call Mills Air. They are fantastic for this reason and so many more. Call them at 407-277-1159. That's 407-277-1159. Or find them online at millsair.com.
For more information about contests on this station, go to realradio.fm/rules.
Don't get haunted by roof leaks.
Hello. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Cameraman alive. Cameraman alive. Cameraman. I don't know if I can take it anymore. I made a huge mistake. Cameraman alive? Oh! Okay, we're good. We're good.
Or are they promising you up to 10% growth per year, all for your retirement income? If not, then you need to come to Trajan Wealth. I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. If you have a plan to retire within the next 10 years, don't wait only to find out.
Thank God, folks. It's so good to be back with you. It is truly a pleasure. I missed you.
Their advisor told them guarantees like these were too good to be true. They're not. That's up to $30,000.
I want to get your overall vibe on something here. And I don't want to go into like fights about what does the definition mean here. Just take what I'm saying to you and answer naturally. Now, looking back after, let's say, 5 years or more in most cities, e-bikes and e-scooters, good or bad? Upon reflection, after about 5 years of having these scooters and e-bikes all over most major cities in the United States, left all over sidewalks and that kind of stuff, e-bikes and e-scooters, good or bad on reflection of these last 5 years or so? What do you think? Now, of course, you can talk about the positives, public transportation. It must be pretty fun to be young and be in a city where you can just pop on a scooter and zoot off and go do something faster. That must be cool. Amy says pain in the ass. Kevin says they will also be autonomous. Cat Butthole says ban them. Good or bad after the last 5 years of seeing this in all these major cities out there? We went through every iteration of e-bike downtown Orlando. lime bike, bird bikes. There were green ones and red ones and blue ones. I feel like I'm getting into a Dr. Seuss rhyme here, but you know what I'm saying. And after all this time, I want to know if you think that they are now currently a good thing or a bad thing. Good thing means you like them, you want them to be there, it's handy, it's good for people's exercise, it's convenient. Bad meaning you want to banish them all because they're blocking sidewalks, people are leaving them in your front yard, etc., etc. I'll tell you why we're talking about this in 30 seconds.
Undo your flu symptoms with Dayquil Intense Flu. Dayquil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms.
Cameraman, you are on the ice that is thin, aka thin ice. Do better.
I'm ready for that to-do list.
Wow, you do got this.
Dayquil Intense Flu. The daytime coughing, aching fever, under your flu medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Discover the new Buick SUVs in stock now at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Got questions after an accident? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free, new and improved iHeart Radio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Holiday magic.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Money. MONEY. That's money. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may your efforts bear fruit.
Documenting and contributing to the decline in American culture. This
as well. The three best friends you never knew you had, going through the most viral stories of the day, and this is the only radio show where we actually like you, where we want you to have a say in things. So record a video or audio dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com. At this point, I'd say in most major cities, we're 5-ish, maybe more years into this experiment, if you will. And it is the e-bike and scooter experiment.
Yes.
And the e-bikes and scooters have been in most major cities, not just in the United States, but around the world, with scooters and e-bikes in every neighborhood that you can think of around a city. And I can tell you, locally here, we've had every brand you can think of throughout this process. All of them. They've tried, and some of them have done okay. Some of them have not. You got bikes, you got scooters, you got all of these things. And I ask you, 5-ish years or more in some cases in, have they been good or have they been bad? This is what I ask you, because there's a story that brings me to this. They're saying the friction is really rising between older people and teens on these e-bikes. There's been like 3 different attacks on teenagers riding e-bikes in the last couple of weeks.
Wait, the teens are being attacked?
They're being attacked by older people.
Adults, yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. The teens are like, they're zooming through neighborhoods on these e-bikes and scooters, and adults are like, enough's enough! And they're tackling them, and they're taking them down, and the adults are getting arrested for this. And I ask you, you look at the good, the bad here. You see, okay, it's increased mobility because you can pick up on most corners downtown a scooter or an e-bike to faster get you to your destination. It's better than like spending money on gasoline and stuff like that.
I'm a big fan.
It's kind of fun. I think most people like when you jump on one, it's pretty fun.
It's really useful if you're kind of like out hopping around and you want to go somewhere that you think is a little bit short for an Uber ride.
Mm-hmm.
But you're like, all right, I could maybe save a couple bucks. I mean, I don't know how much you're really saving because I don't even know what the rates are these days.
I mean, sometimes it's ridiculous.
But
I
is it
paid $3
really?
for 2 books. like 2 or 3 blocks.
Really?
Yeah.
But
that was on me.
Even that, like, it's a lot quicker than an Uber ride if you can just find a bike on the side of on the sidewalk somewhere, or find a scooter, scan it with your phone. The thing, jumps into action, beep, 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 and then you just go a couple blocks,
beep, boop.
Take a picture of it when you've left it where it's supposed to be, and you're good to go.
So you say they've been a net good over the last 5-ish years or more?
For me,
I have very much enjoyed them and use them all the time.
When I ask something like that, I'm almost always asking from the perspective of, from your world. Do you think that they've been good? Have they been overall positive for you?
Yes.
The bad
I don't know
side of this.
I don't know that I could say that for society they've been a net good. A lot of people have their complaints. Even Ashley, my wife, will say, like, if somebody leaves a Lime bike in our neighborhood, she'll be like, "Oh no. Oh, we got to move now. The neighborhood has gone to crap. There's a Lime bike."
Yeah.
Have you watched Platonic, the second season yet? I know Celine was watching the first one, but one of my favorite bits of Seth Rogen's character is that he just launches those rent-a-scooters everywhere. He sees
just picks
one,
them up and throws them?
and he'll rent it, and then he will just throw it as far as he can or just kick it over, and eventually does get banned from using them ever again. Spoiler alert. But I can see where that would be fun and where it could be annoying because he was kicking ones that are in his driveway. And if you're parking one like that in someone else's driveway, frustration will ensue.
I'm with Ashley, with your wife on this front, because it's only one step up from what happens every once in a while around me. Some hobo will ditch a Target grocery cart. And then I'm like, God, because it's going to be there for a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just going to sit there.
At least the Lime bikes and scooters, it's somebody's job to go kind of pick all those things up and charge them. So somebody will be coming by eventually, or somebody will go, "Hey, look, I could use this," and they'll activate it and drive it somewhere else.
The divisions between people on this after these years has been rough. And I've got one of the stories here about adults attacking teenagers because of these e-bikes. There's a bunch of these examples, many such examples. Here's one.
On it, Troy Campbell, and right now we're in Ocoee because right here at this intersection is where neighbors tell us on Saturday evening there were several police cars. Now, we have found out that a man is accused of using his motor vehicle to strike a teen on an e-bike.
Damn.
If you're saying they're just thankful that teen is okay.
In this case, it seems like the guy plowed into the kid on the e-bike. Doesn't just like punch him or something.
I mean, that's uncalled for. Come on, man.
Ran into this kid on the e-bike because there's such friction.
I would argue, was the kid being a dick on the e-bike?
Probably.
It doesn't mean you try to run him over.
Well, I mean, we had the.
In this case, it does.
We had the. I mean, yeah, you don't try to run him over. There's definitely some very actionable things there. You have the gun in the gun versus knife fight here if you are operating a motor vehicle. But the videos that we saw, everybody was outraged where they were arresting the kid for. What did they call it? Reckless bike riding? And it sounded so ridiculous. And then I read the comment section and I was like, I know exactly what this kid is doing.
It's mayhem.
He's popping wheelies and aiming it straight at cars, oncoming traffic.
C-Lane is laying down a base here from when one kid does this in his neighborhood and then he snaps and his big ass truck just plows over this kid. The kid is just...
I already had a kid do it to me.
I thought you were going to say I already plowed over a kid.
I didn't plow over him.
But you thought about it, though, didn't you?
I was like, what the hell am I supposed to do?
Let's go back to this. Let's see what happened. What caused this guy to plow over the kid on the e-bike?
So then for someone to get so upset that they get into a physical altercation with a child.
It's crazy.
That's great. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy. It's crazy.
It's not a reflection of your neighborhood.
No, it's not. We have a lot.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. People are simmering, lady.
I already have a reflection of your neighborhood through the visor you're wearing and the butt cut haircut that you have spewing over the top of it.
She has sort of an older lady checkbox thing going on.
She has let me speak to your manager.
No.
Let me see your address.
She's a sweet old lady.
Show me your fob. You don't belong at this pool.
I'm sure she is. And for the record, she's not the one who ran over the kid on the e-bike. That was
her husband.
Yeah.
Look at how guilty he looks.
No, it wasn't him.
Craig and Debbie Smith have lived near Douglas Edward Drive in Ocoee for more than a decade.
Nice
We
people.
caught up with them on Tuesday as they reacted to the arrest of their neighbors, Todd and Angelique Norwood.
All right, Todd and Angelique Norwood.
Oh, look
come
at
on.
them. Todd is pleased with running a kid over.
They got so mad at these kids. They're just one of many. There's many, many, many such examples of this, okay?
I tell you that it's alleged that the couple gets out of the vehicle right here at this intersection. They get out, they yell at the kids. One of the guys gets back in the car, and he hits one of the kids on the bike, and the woman is alleged to have grabbed one of the kids.
Well, it's so sad that somebody would do that.
You look like you're about to laugh, Craig. You look like you're about to laugh.
It's
I can't believe that somebody would do that.
What's the word I'm looking for?
It was like Craig was getting excited in some secret way about this.
It's
like maybe
so super. It's sad. It's so sad.
Maybe Craig secretly has run into this in his own community here, and he goes, "Oh, so sorry to hear that."
Yeah.
Oh no.
The other video we saw of the kid on the boardwalk who was just whizzing by people on his bike, and then finally somebody stood up to him, and they're like, "Oh, the adult is such an asshole."
That it's like the teacher when all of a sudden you snap and then everybody thinks you're the bad person, even though the kids were bullying you and you finally said, "Shut up." And then they just put the shut up clip. Maybe that's what's happening here. Here's the police report.
Saturday, the Norwoods were driving when they came across two teens on e-bikes.
What were they doing?
The teens say the couple got out and began shouting at them to slow down. Investigators say Todd Norwood got back in the car and is seen on video accelerating towards one of the teens, striking him on the e-bike, then driving off. And this isn't the only incident.
He started accelerating.
He was notified of an incident between a student and an adult. The student, later identified as Jace Garin, advised he was riding his bike to school when the male called out to him to slow down, to which he said no. At this time, the male advised he was going to walk behind him. Jace continued to ride the bike to school with the male following him.
I'm going to walk behind him, dude.
As Jace arrived at school, the male came onto school property, approaching Jace and started grabbing his arm. Jace told the male to stop touching him, causing the male to begin yelling, stating he was not wearing his helmet, and proceeded to smack the helmet off his head and hit his head. Jace's friend Alexander then got in between Jace and the adult. I'm reading the police report that they froze on from the news report.
This is a different case. This is
it?
This is, yeah, because it sounds like the guy in the first one, Todd, whose mugshot we saw.
Yeah,
he hit the kid with a car, I think.
Okay, yeah.
But this person followed the kid to school and grabbed him by the arm.
Yeah,
and
maybe
said,
they
"You're
make
not
mention.
wearing a helmet."
Because why else are they showing this during the report? Maybe they go to this story. Let's see what they say real quick.
In Central Florida, Oviedo police say they responded to Jackson Heights Middle School last Tuesday after a child riding on an e-bike was battered by a UCF professor.
Oh, no!
Investigators say 41-year-old Shuo Peng got upset with the teen after he was riding his bike too fast on the sidewalk near the Oviedo Aquatic Center. Investigators say he followed the teen, grabbed the teen's arm, and smacked the helmet off of his head.
He's the one who did this one.
UCF tells us the professor who was arrested for battery is on paid administrative leave until the investigation.
He gets paid still. That's good.
They might fire him, man.
Why are you following a kid because he's on the sidewalk?
They're terrorists. They're little terrorists. They're zooming around everywhere. They're going too fast.
They do nothing right. How frustrating is that?
When that reporter said smack the helmet off his head or smack the helmet, I thought he was going to say he followed the kid, grabbed him by the arm, and smacked the hell out of him.
There's a lot of these people. This woman was arrested. She's 46 years old. She was one of the couple. 45-year-old Todd Norwood. He was one of the original couple. Then Shu Shang Peng was arrested, 41 years old. And there was even another adult that was arrested too. I think there was 3 in this story, but this is happening all over the place where people are just saying, I can't take it anymore. They're throwing them down in my neighborhood. They're zooming by too fast. They're causing danger. People get upset about this. People do. You know, people get upset about people cruising around and causing danger in a peaceful neighborhood. And now we have adults that are going to jail, some of them,
now,
for these attacks.
If no scooters and those kids were just walking, are these the type of folk that will still have a problem with it?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Is it just because there are kids in your neighborhood and you are annoyed by kids? Is it because they're zooming around? There's a fine line here because I think C-Lane's totally right. Sometimes we hear, oh, kid on a bike got arrested. And then you're like, oh, it's not just so simple as that. This kid was menacing an entire population, some portion of the city, and everybody just finally got annoyed with it, and the cops arrested the person. The world is not solely revolving around you, kid, as much as you might think it is. But we want to see what you think about it. Send us a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com.
Even Ashley was like, did you see them putting that kid in the cop car? I go, don't you dare. don't even.
He had it coming.
You were in the Waymo with us when those bike kids were smacking cars because they knew they would stop.
Look at you. What are you turning into?
I don't know if this is...
A parent.
I don't know if it's a parent thing. I don't know if it's... I don't know what the division is, but there's some large chunk of our society that automatically looks at young kids in an innocent way still. And I'm like, nope, tell me what happened here. Give me the details of what happened here. Like if I hear a story that says Sabrina has been arrested and
Surprise,
I go,
surprise.
okay, Sabrina's been arrested. Jeez. Okay. And then the cops go, look, she's not going to make it in on the show today. She's been arrested. And I go, well, what's she been arrested for? And the cop goes, she got into a fight with two 12-year-olds. I would not, because I understand the world, I would not immediately go, Sabrina was on her way to work and she decided to just randomly target two 12-year-olds and start karate kicking them and punching them. And no, I would go, something happened here.
Right.
Something caused her to snap and fight the 12-year-olds.
And then the explanation you get is they were riding scooters with helmets on the sidewalk and going too fast for my liking.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they were. Maybe they weren't. I don't understand saying that the kid didn't have a helmet on and then knocking the helmet off, though. That part is a little difficult to understand.
Maybe he did have a helmet. Maybe I heard that part wrong. There was a knocking of helmet there for sure.
No, it said the guy yelled at him for not having a helmet on and then knocked the helmet off his head, which doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense. Nancy emails.
They're also telling two different stories here in one report, which has kind of been a little confusing.
Right. Nancy emails tips@thenewsjunkie.com. Where I live, there are tweens, 12 to 14-year-olds, and they have e-bikes. They pay no attention to the rules of traffic. They modify them to do 30 miles an hour. You can't modify the ones you rent, can you?
Not the ones you... I mean, I think it would be harder. It would take more time to do the ones you rent.
You're not allowed to do that. I know that.
Those are geo-fenced a lot of the time, too, so it's not even...
It's so embarrassing when you get into an area that...
It's so annoying.
Like, you're in the wrong zone. I'm like, okay, so I guess I'll just drag this scooter.
Yeah, and then it becomes the toughest pedal, the toughest bike to pedal in the world.
Looking at you. So
she says, I've literally been run off the road by an e-bike. They run stop signs. They go the wrong way on one-way streets. They switch from the road to the sidewalk, and they're so fast you can barely jump out of their way. I don't blame that guy for smacking that kid, says Nancy. Tips@thenewsjunkie.com. Let us know. Let us know what your thoughts are. Vicky says, terrible news writing. It's really them trying to draw out something larger. They're trying to draw out the division that is beyond just one incident. And I think they might actually be right about that. I think there's something simmering here like there is with so many other things. We're right on the brink of it, baby. It's happening.
There was...
see what you think.
A handful of years ago, I was in the car with ThinkPad. And we were headed downtown, and we were headed by the library, and there's a crosswalk in front of the library.
Hey, ladies, how are you?
And luckily, we weren't the car that got the brunt of this. There was one car ahead of us. But as the car was approaching, some kid on a bike jumped out into the crosswalk in front of the car, and we're like, whoa, it's a crosswalk here. You're supposed to stop for me. And it's like, are you kidding me? Like, what an absolute douchebag. Just to be a dick.
But there are already those divisions, C-Lane. There's divisions between cyclists and motorists because they tend to hate each other. People on bikes hate people in cars. People on cars hate people on bikes. You already have that division. You have the division of politics, obviously, in this country that's ever present. You have so many of these weird divisions, and I think when they intersect at points, it becomes more pronounced and magnified. And I think old people in quiet neighborhoods hate these kids. And they hate them even more when they're riding these little scooters around. But we'll take more of your feedback, tips at thenewsjunkie.com. What do you think? 5 years into this experiment, are things better or worse with these e-bikes and scooters around cities in the United States of America? When we come back, another theft at a museum in France, in Paris in particular. I can't believe it. What's going on there? Have you just given up, France? Have you just given up? Perhaps. I'll tell you the latest thing that's happened and an update on that Louvre heist in just a moment, because it's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio
The Monsters in the Morning.
Take it out of your end.
Well, I'm already doing that. Everything is coming out my end.
Hey, yo.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
The turning lane's blocked eastbound on Colonial at Forsyth Road. That crash on the Beach Line westbound before Innovation Way, that's been moved off to the shoulder. Traffic's getting by a little bit better now. Eastbound and westbound lanes are being affected. There's a crash on First Street at Uppsala Road. Look out for emergency crews on the roadways. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by HCA Florida West Orange Emergency.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Behind the Scenes. We're in a commercial break, but we'll be back momentarily.
Vulnerable, unsure where to turn. That's when Paul Davis Restoration steps in. They've been restoring homes and hope since 1966. Guiding, educating, standing up for their customers every step of the way. You can't plan for disaster, but you can plan to have someone by your side when it hits. Learn what
Hey, everybody.
Davis different at
I wanted to thank you, not only because you're an amazing person, but because we have hit 27,000 subs on YouTube. Congratulations. We did it. 27,000 subs on Facebook. Oh, there it is. 27,000 subs on YouTube is what I meant. On YouTube. 8 million views and counting. Damn, would I love to hit 100,000 subs. I would love to see that in the near future. It's going to take some work. By the way, for the roast event coming up next week, we're putting together these nice little gift bags for everybody. Nothing crazy, but some nice exclusive merch. Just a couple items in there for the holidays and for the roast event. Stuff that you'll only get being at this event. We will have a very, very limited run of exclusive merch for the roast event. The shirts they have on Halloween we roast as a front design and a large design on the back. You will only be able to see them at the roast event coming up next week.
Your ticket to big savings is that big blue envelope in your mailbox. Valpak. It's brimming with deals from big name brands and your favorite local spots. Dining, services, stuff you're already buying, all for less. And you could score $100 or other instant prizes just for opening it. Or save even faster with mobile.
Hey Justin. Hey Peachy. Professor Sean Bang Zhang arrested?
Everybody, Jim Colbert here for Life Imaging FLA. Did you know October is suddenly...
Happy birthday, Robert. Happy birthday to you, my friend.
Imaging FLA's free heart scan. You can find out exactly how your heart is doing right now. Just a few minimum requirements. It's a $699.
All right.
Score of 0. And if you don't,
I want to ask you a question here, chat. Some of us are going to disagree on this, and that's fine. And we'll turn the heat up just a little bit on the burner. Watching the immigration crackdowns in various cities in the United States of America, I still believe that the majority of Americans want to see violent offenders who are in this country illegally ousted. Repeat offenders in particular. If you are somebody who is routinely been involved in some sort of violent crime, adios, muchacho, right back out of here. Don't care where they send you. Don't want you here in the United States of America. Some controversy in New York as they have targeted the people, mostly illegal immigrants in New York, that have been selling all of the knockoff merch. Now, it's sort of a big thing in New York City to buy like fake watches, fake bags, knockoff merchandise. And it's a business that a lot of illegals get into in other countries. In Paris, a broken city in a broken country, you can find tons of illegal African immigrants constantly around the Eiffel Tower, constantly scamming people and selling little trinkets or trying to rip them off in other ways. In New York, our version of that is them hawking these knockoffs. Do you think if people are in the country illegally selling knockoff merchandise, they should be a legit target? Yes or no in chat? Adios, muchacho, or no?
That's rexmd.com.
I know people sometimes will be like, oh, well, you care so much about knockoff merchandise? Poor companies like Coach, how will they ever recover? And I really don't give a shit about these big corporations. But I think it's usually a sign of culture rot when the illegals start hawking a bunch of fake stuff in these neighborhoods. It's usually a sign that things have gone south. And I think it is something worth cleaning up, personally. I think it's worth something cleaning up. Love me a good knockoff? You're part of the problem.
You still got it.
You're part of the problem.
As you age, making it harder to fight flu.
ICE mission includes going after counterfeit items. That's a customs part of ICE. True.
Part of any health routine. And
True.
strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need.
I think it's usually a symbol, you know? If immigrants want to come into this country, get regular jobs, be legal, do those things, but hawking that kind of merch, it's usually a sign of like a bad situation happening.
Story of a prestigious Missouri university.
Like the Eiffel Tower.
Suicide cluster a few years back.
That's been going on for decades, dude? Of course it has.
And every single one.
Are you of the opinion that if something has been going on for decades, we should just keep doing it?
The lawsuit says Grossheim was one of the last.
You looking to bring back slavery?
Yes.
Hey, we've been doing this for decades. We should just keep doing it.
And start listening. We are professional grade.
Kind of dumb? A lot of dumb?
Or death. Open your free iHeart app and search The Peacemaker and start listening.
We are professional grade at Orange Buick GMC. Online at orangebuickgmc.com.
Holiday magic.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Money. MONEY. That's money. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may your efforts bear fruit.
If you're not confused, you are not paying attention. This is the
from the Halloween roast of Sean Wasson. It's going to be a great event. And if you want details and you're coming with us, go over to thenewsjunkie.com/roast right now.
I'm excited.
Spooky.
I'm getting nervous.
Spooky event is on the way. I'm nervous too. I mean, I should be nervous though. You know, I guess more so than most people at the roast event. But check in with us, see what's going on, and get some of the details that you need. I'm going to add some more today when I get a chance. Been a busy couple of weeks, and it will be next week too, obviously. But check that out at thenewsjunkie.com/roast. Okay, one thing I saw a lot of people talking about today was there was, and I'll get to the Louvre update and another robbery in France, because I think some of this kind of actually crashes together. But there were a lot of people upset because ICE was showing up at some spots in New York City and arresting illegal immigrants. And the people that they were targeting, there's always people who want to defend these folks, and I don't necessarily know why. So I wanted to get the temperature on this and see what everybody felt. They're going after, apparently, the people hawking all the fake merch in New York City. The people who sell like the knockoff purchases, the watches, the clothing, the purses, all the knockoff merch that you can find. You can find it in New York City. And it's a lot of like illegal immigrants that come into the country that end up in these worlds selling this stuff. And there was people saying, oh God, this isn't a big deal. You're protecting the corporations. I don't care about the corporations in the slightest, but I do think it's usually a sign of a bad neighborhood. It's usually a sign that things have been lost or gone wrong culture-wise. And I think it's better without that kind of stuff. Now, on the other hand, I will say, if somebody's doing this at like a flea market and they have a little business and they have a stand and they are selling stuff that looks real close to some big corporations' products, I don't care as much. But the stuff that's usually related to criminality, where they're hawking these things on the streets, the fake Rolexes, they'll try to bully you and strong arm you into buying, is pretty bad. And it's pretty bad wherever it happens. And it happens in, we're talking about France with this museum heist that went down. It happens there. Everywhere you go around the Eiffel Tower, you find these illegal immigrants that like hawk this stuff and like bully tourists and stuff. And if you try to film them, they'll say, you can't film me. And, the whole thing is unhinged. And one of the worst examples of this, and if you don't know about this, you'll probably think I'm crazy right now, but you can either trust me or look into it yourself. But one of the worst examples of this that can be shut down at any point in time is the people who dress up as these costume characters. The people who dress up as Mickey Mouse or SpongeBob or superheroes.
Like the crusty looking ones.
The ones that don't look right because they're not official, and they will get a bunch of tourists to get interested in taking a picture with them, and then they will like strong arm those people out of their money, and they'll get violent in a lot of circumstances too. I don't have a problem with that being stopped. And not even for the corporate stuff, but for like the societal rot that comes along with it. I think people should be able to enjoy themselves and wander around and like not get harassed by these street counterfeiters that are all over the place. Let us know what you think about that. Send a dispatch. Give me your thoughts over at thenewsjunkie.com. They're grilling the director of the Louvre Museum about that $102 million jewel heist. That's the number on this now. What they stole in the middle of the day with no guns and no knives at the Louvre while there was security everywhere at the world's most popular museum. Sealand, see what the world's most popular museums are and if the Louvre is top of that list. I think the Louvre is definitely... It's got to be up there at the very least, but I don't know if it's the most popular. But I would say this is a very, very prominent, famous museum in the middle of Paris, and there should be a huge security team with some weapons, maybe, to stop people from just going in and stealing $102 million in jewels from your museum.
In most visited, the Louvre is on top, followed by National Museum of China, and the Louvre wins by like $1 million plus.
But you can just walk in there and take what you want. Go for it. Just jump in.
Then they have National Museum of China, Vatican Museums, British Museum. The first one in the United States is MoMA.
Yeah, I figured that.
Yeah, MoMA.
MoMA's everywhere.
There's a lot of MoMAs, but
Metropolitan Museum of Art. That's not MoMA.
That's the one in New York City, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But this one in particular is right in the dead center of Paris, and they just walked in and stole over $100 million worth of historic jewels. And it's not alone, but it said a Chinese woman who is in the country of France was arrested and charged over stealing gold from the Natural History Museum in Paris. She also broke into this museum and
just put it in her pocket and left.
She pops in to this museum in Paris, the Natural History Museum. She since left and went to Barcelona, where she was arrested. And they said when she broke in, she stole more than $1 million worth of gold. They're just walking in and stealing stuff. And she was just about to return back to China. So she's flying in from China to Europe and then going over to Paris and going, hey, they are so dumb and so cucked over here. You can walk into their museums and walk out with $100 million or even $1 million worth of gold.
I mean, this is the week to do it. I feel like the authorities over in France are like, there's no way that someone else will do this. And you're going to have 6 more robberies by Friday.
What did I see on this? Hang on. I don't want to steal this, but I thought it was an apt quote to add about this whole robbery at the Louvre. Here it is right here. Somebody had chimed in when they were talking about this big robbery at the Louvre and said, it's harder to get deodorant at CVS. And I thought, that's actually very true. In New York City, you want to get a can of tuna fish at the CVS, and you got to get some individual with a set of locks and keys to let you in to get that for you. God forbid you want deodorant or something more expensive like a razor or something. You got to get the staff to unlock that for you. And it seems like it would be harder in some cases to get stuff from a CVS in the United States than from a museum in France. But the director of the Louvre is being grilled by their elected officials over there. He said, the wrongdoers who took these gems won't get 88 million euros if they had the very bad idea of disassembling these jewels. They're worried about them breaking them apart. The Louvre Museum is important. It's a showcase of French culture and our shared heritage. Did the Louvre Museum security measures fail? No, they didn't. It's a fact. Louvre Museum security measures worked, says the culture minister in France.
Flag on the field. No, they didn't.
I'm here to say to that woman, no, I don't think the security measures worked. And if you think the security measures worked when somebody walks away with $100 million, your idea of security is dumb. All right?
They're going with the Elon line after his rocket explodes, and they're like, actually, this was a success.
It was a learning opportunity.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we picked up a lot from this. All right, quick break.
Because
when we come back.
technically, the screws that they angle grinded off were working.
Yeah.
Before they were angle grinded off.
Before they escaped and just rode away on these scooters that everybody's complaining about. When we come back, the next episode with Sabrina, what's coming up on the next episode?
What's coming up on the next episode? Diane Keaton has made her debut on the Billboard charts, which is very exciting for her estate. In space, no one can hear you scream. You may know these words, but do you know the author? And can you hear her screams from heaven? Plus, some old people are cooked when it comes to AI, and others are cooking up AI versions of their dead wives. All that and so much more coming up on the next episode.
And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan, brought to you by Gringos Locos and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 8 p.m., it's Good Sauce with Ross and Joel. At 9, it's Real Laughs, followed by Real Music Weekends at 10 on Real Radio 104.1 and on your free iHeartRadio app.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your Central Florida forecast. And for our Wednesday, we are going to be expecting warm temperatures, the high of around 86 degrees today in Orlando. We'll see mostly dry and mostly sunny. A cold front pushes through as we head into this afternoon and evening. That will help to increase our winds.
How are you? My name's Sean. And I have a question for you. As we are in the network break on the show, we have a little chatteroony on what we call Skull Night. And you're here with me today, and I'm glad for that. But I want to poll you just like they polled a bunch of people in England. And here's the question they asked them that I'm asking you right now, YouTube and Twitch. The question I'm asking you right now is simple. Do you like or dislike small talk? Do you like or dislike small talk? I think you know how I feel about it. Don't let that hold you back from coming up to me and saying hi out in public somewhere. But small talk is my worst enemy. Big talk, I like. I like big talk. Small talk, not so much. They asked people in the UK, do you like or dislike small talk? 19% said they liked it. 34% said they dislike small talk or hate it. So more hate it than like it. Most people are in the middle saying they don't really have a love or hate for small talk in general. I may be one of the few. You may be too, for all I know. We talk about this stuff like where you're in the elevator and somebody's like, oh, sure is hot out there today. You like it, Henry? Tanya says, small talk on here I like. When I'm out and about, no. Brian says, I very much dislike it. Ryan says, I dislike it. It's exhausting to act interested. True. There it is. That's the core of it. It's exhausting to act interested. It is there's a lot of stuff in life like that. Isn't there? I hate small talk, says Ardnos. I find it uncomfortable to be in an elevator with strangers and not have small talk, says Avendasoro. One of them among us. One of them among us. 90 seconds. We're coming back. Sport Johnson says, I don't like small talk or big talk. Well, you gotta like something. You're here for the big talk, I hope. I don't care. I know you don't care. What are we doing? When people do that, they'll go, hey, real scorcher out there today. And I'll go, it is. How do you feel about Jews? I like to just drop a bomb on it. You know what I mean? They go, oh, God, freezing outside today. I'm just not used to this weather. And I'm going, yeah, it is cold out there. What do you think about just the automatic execution of all pedophiles? I like to, when they throw small talk at me, I like to lob a big talk grenade. I want to lob that big talk grenade right back at them, baby. We're coming back right now.
Your local Staples has hot deals and super low prices throughout their store.
The next episode is here.
And right now at Staples, save up to $120.
Here we go.
Breathe. Use as directed.
Your local Staples has hot deals and super low prices throughout the store on everything for your business. And right now at Staples, save up to $125 off your print order. Exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for details. Ends November 1st. Plus, save even more with the Easy Rewards program at Staples.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
The only show brave enough to admit we Google half this stuff. This is the new.
Entertainment and beyond. And we are just over a week away from the exclusive, amazing, and soon to be hilarious in your world roast event. Learn more at thenewsjunkie.com/roast. We're getting into the next episode momentarily. We'll also get to your emails, your dispatches, all of that good stuff. We got a lot of drama to sort through today before we're all done here. And we're glad to have you with us. Honest to God, it's good to have you with us today, okay? All right, here we go. Let's jump into it head first. Let's do the next episode.
Because there's a lot on TV, and you can't possibly keep up with all of it, even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about?
Born in Australia, I got the Tourette's now.
Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode with Sabrina. Hey,
smoke weed every day.
Hold up. The next episode brought to you by That Mortgage Guy Dawn, thatmortgageguydawn.com. And, of course, the Home Loans Radio Show. Big shout out to Dawn for being one of the sponsors of the upcoming roast.
Yeah.
The cookout of Sean Wasson, and to justcallmo.com as well. If you are still looking, you're teetering on the idea of coming, stop teetering and get them tickets, because we only have a few left. thenewsjunkie.com/roast. And thanks to That Mortgage Guy, Dawn.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with That Mortgage Guy Dawn.
I don't think you realize this, but you forgot the jingle yesterday, and it threw me off so hard.
I did. Oh my gosh!
You're just sitting there
apologize.
waiting.
It was so.
That's gonna be docked off my pay.
It felt so unfinished, and I was like,
"Why don't you say anything?"
you were already when you went into the thing. I didn't want to, derail like I did
bad.
just now.
Let me double up.
Don't miss the boat,
Perfect.
compare your quote with That Mortgage Guy Dawn.
59 years ago, 1966, a group of boys hit the charts with
The
this
Beatles.
song. Nope, right here.
66.
Pet Shop Boys.
Good Vibrations. Beach Boys.
The Beach Boys is right, and the song Good Vibrations. This song took 6 months to record.
Jeez.
Damn.
6 months. And the most expensive song ever produced at that time. Costing how much money?
It cost
1966. Most expensive song, 6 months.
$1 million.
Okay, at that time.
$15,000.
It was $50,000.
All right. Points.
Not impressed. Not impressed at all.
Are you impressed that Diane Keaton is on the charts? I mean,
how?
yay! Great question. She has made her solo debut on the Billboard charts this week. It was for her 2024 holiday single, First Christmas. It has come in at number 22 on the digital song sales chart.
I had no idea.
I had no idea either, and that's very sweet. Don't you just love it when people die and then they get the accolades they should have gotten when they were alive?
It's weird that she recorded a song called First Christmas and nobody heard it until after she celebrated her last.
That is correct. And I sent you the Instagram post dedicated to her, I guess by the person who maybe produced it. Okay. One of the writers of the song had said, "I'm heartbroken by Diane's passing. To have been trusted to help bring her lifelong dream of recording an original song to life is something I'll carry with me forever. Now go to your nearest streaming service and listen to it now."
Is this them recording it? Is it
That I could let go. It's a silence.
It's not as bad as I would have anticipated, honestly.
No, she's got a good voice. I think it's a little sad.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest. First Christmas, there's no
I was
jingle
thinking,
bells.
I don't know why, but for some reason, maybe it was what Celine said. I was waiting for her to be singing Last Christmas, but no, it's not it at all.
Night, it's another year. The first Christmas without.
It is sad.
Oh, it's so sad.
It is sad.
Get those heartstrings ready because they're about to be tugged a little bit more. She sings
Was she
about
followed up with Christmas shoes?
feeling alone during Christmas time since the passing of a loved one.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like when you have sad holiday songs. I think a holiday song should be fun.
Yeah. You're dead now, but we're still gonna celebrate Christmas.
It's not the worst.
Someone else not celebrating Christmas this year because of dying. Barbara Gips. Now,
The Gipster.
you might not know her name, but boy, do you know her taglines. A highly accomplished copywriter, best known for this iconic movie line. In space, no one can hear you scream. That was one of my best pieces of scream work.
It was pretty good. It was very Wilhelmish. I know that quote, but I just do not know what it's from.
You know what it's from.
Aliens?
That is correct. 6 points for C-Lane. And one more jingle.
Don't miss the boat.
Gibbs is one of the many unsung heroes in Hollywood, a wordsmith who has encapsulated a film that may not have otherwise attracted public's attention, yet a lot of people did not know her by her own name. She also has done lines for Fatal Attraction. On the other side of drinks, dinner, and a one-night stand lies a terrifying love story.
Ooh.
I don't remember that line. Sometimes the most unlikely person turns out to be a hero.
I know a big line.
Go ahead.
I'll have what she's having.
That was not her.
Oh.
No, it was more the trailers. Having a wonderful time. Wish I were here. That was another one. And it's a life so outrageous, it takes 2 women to live it.
What about Where's the Beef?
That was also, that was her. That was good.
Oh, my God. I knew it.
Lie. Wow. That was a lie prank joke.
Oh, damn.
That was false.
Okay.
The other white meat.
That was correct, too, C-Lane. 10 points for you and Gryffindor. It has happened. Black Mirror is real, and we can thank Suzanne Summers' husband, who has now shared with the world that he created an AI clone of her and claims, and I quote, "You can't tell the difference."
Oh.
She died 2 years ago.
Kind of insulting.
With, a little bit.
Can he bang it?
No.
Well, then he can tell the difference.
That's what he's saying.
55 years. I mean, but you get a warm sock and it should be fine, right? Guys?
Yeah.
55 years they were together, and it took him all of 2 years to make an AI version of her that
Jesus.
He cannot tell the difference. Obviously, Suzanne was greatly loved, not only by her family, but by millions of people. One of the projects that we have coming up is a really interesting project, the Suzanne AI Twin, he explained to people. He's calling the project to turn his late wife into an AI clone. Absolutely perfect. It was Suzanne. I asked her a few questions. She answered them, and it blew me away, and everyone else away. Okay. When you look at the finished one next to the real Suzanne, I mean, you can't tell the difference. This is weird, man. Do not make. I don't know where you all stand. I don't think you should be making a. It seems like he's selling the project.
Let's say you had a relative. We'll call him Uncle Rico. All right. And Uncle Rico is like a very specific, he had a great personality. He's a very specific type of person. And there was a certain way that Uncle Rico would text you, and you really enjoyed Uncle Rico in your life and all this stuff. And you missed him when he was dead. And then you set up an AI. So every once in a while, when you were feeling down, you could text this fake version, this AI version of Uncle Rico, and it would text you back in the same way that Uncle Rico would.
I'm not quite sure.
I can kind of get it. Like I got it.
I don't know.
I don't do it. I mean, I get mad enough. I was talking yesterday during one of the breaks.
With
my phone gave me an update, and it said, "Hey, tomorrow is your sister's birthday. Tomorrow's Angie's birthday." Oh. And I was like, "Oh man, my phone is still telling me like it's my
birthday,
sister's birthday because I didn't go in the phone and say like, hey, this person is not with us any longer." And I like that's enough for me alone where I'm like, but some people I think would be interested in that maybe.
I think there should be some things that deal with that kind of subject, or that you could either have options or
put it in your will and testament. I think at this point we now have to add that, right? Do not make an AI version of me.
Yeah.
Or make an AI version of me.
I think it's important to get that out there if you don't want that in the future.
Sean, yes or no? If you die, AI version of you or no?
I would be not for commerce, but for personal use, I would be okay with it, but not for commercial.
But like
we can't make money off of it?
No.
As far as the birthday thing,
son of a bitch.
I always see people whose birthday it is who I know are dead. And then I look through to see who's commented because people just go to Facebook and see whose birthday it is. Be like, have a great day, birthday boy.
Scroll down a little bit. He died 4 years ago. C-Lane, AI version of you or not?
I don't care.
All right. For commerce?
Not for commerce, no. Unless my family is benefiting from said commerce.
Okay. That's a good
But also don't use it to like creep out my kid.
It's me, Daddy.
Yeah, Jackson's daddy back again to tell you about the new SpongeBob special. I think that could be big. I would buy into whatever you were selling.
Yeah, use mine for commerce as well.
Mm-hmm.
Just make an S ton of money, if you so please.
Okay, I will. You already said it.
with Sabrina's Dead AI. On the boob tube, we've got The Hand That Rocks the Cradle. Oh, on Hulu.
Oh,
It's the remake.
reboot.
Remake, how dare you?
Oh, okay, my bad.
The limited series Lazarus on Amazon. The
What's the
second
difference?
season, I don't know. Remake because it's going to be better.
No, I mean,
I
it's
think
the
when you
same story. It's just a reboot, isn't it?
I think when you reboot it, you might be
Ask the
taking some
AI.
artistic licenses. I don't know.
Limited series Lazarus. No word if it's a reboot or remake. Second season finale of Gen V on Amazon. Series premiere of Dangerously Obese on TLC. And you can catch Adam Brody and Courtney Barnett.
Boom! Put me in the box. A remake retells the original story with a new cast and modern updates, while a reboot restarts a franchise by telling a new version of the origin story and often discards prior continuity.
5 more points for Sealing.
Okay, all right, I see.
Swimming in points.
Follow your dreams of me on Instagram at Sabrina Ambra. Most importantly, stay with me, America.
Smoke weed every day.
Thank you, Sabrina. If you're into cringe, if that's something you like, I've got a heaping spoonful for you to listen to that went down, of all places. We're talking about it now. This cringe went down at a funeral, and it's going viral
We got
at the
a
moment.
theme.
You'll see what's happening there, and I think it may be another example of us making a huge mistake. We'll see how this plays out. Updates on the White House teardown and what things are supposed to look like afterwards. People are spinning out over that, and you and your feedback. It's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
The Tampa Bay Bucks are in New Orleans to face the Saints this Sunday. Coverage starts at 3 p.m. on Real Radio 104.1 and the free iHeartRadio app. Presented by First Horizon Bank and Renewal by Anderson, official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
All southbound lanes are blocked on Narcoossee Road, just south of Boggy Creek Road. Northbound lanes are being affected as well. Look out for emergency crews on the roadways. That accident is still getting actively cleared up on 1st Street at Uppsala Road. Look out for road rangers there.
Hola! No, go ahead.
Construction block in the right lane, slowing things down. No issues on I-4. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by HCA Florida West Orange Emergency. HCA Florida West Orange Emergency in Winter Garden is now open 24/7. Visit hcafloridahealthcare.com.
On also
Hey!
commercial and small business administration loans. So if you have an existing SBA loan with a rate of 9% or more, you
Just working on the
that mortgage
VO, Voice of God, for the big roast event. Ladies and gentlemen, you know, that kind of thing. I can't do it.
Help you get the money off the table.
No YouTube on Mega Chat? No, probably not.
And if you're looking to buy a business or a franchise, that mortgage guy Don has your back and has
Sweet.
resources, your SBA and business.
So, as many of you know, Courtney and I have been watching a horror movie or scary movie every night for the month of October, which we watched a lot of scary movies this year anyway. We've seen most of them. Seen many a movie. Last night we watched, for the second time, Hell House LLC, the director's cut, which she loves, and she thinks it's one of the scariest movies ever. I think it's okay, but it's like a little much to watch at parts. And the follow-ups in the Hell House universe kind of suck. But tonight, we're watching a horror movie that many of you have never seen, that you absolutely should watch if you like fun horror movies. It's both fun and a horror movie, and scary. And it's a little movie called Chad Gets the Axe. Anybody? Anybody heard of it? You should watch Drive Thru, great horror movie. Saw Black Phone 2 last night, was better than the first. Okay, I might see that eventually. Yeah, Chad Gets the Axe. It is a perfect representation of the streamer world, and it's like these different streamers and streamer couples and stuff all end up in this haunted house to do this epic stream. And I know that sounds corny, but it's funny and it's good, and it's the way they show chat on the screen, the way they show the chat room reacting to what's happening as horror breaks out and Chad gets the axe is dead on. Dead on. It's what you would do. Couple of minutes and we're back.
Your ticket to big savings is that big blue envelope in your mailbox.
I've only seen the porno version. Chad gets the ass. Yes. Yeah, this is different.
Services.
The different one.
You're already buying, all for
Big
less.
Brother meets Saw? Sure.
And you could score $100 or other instant prizes just for opening it. Or save even faster with mobile coupons.
I'll stick to Sabrina the Teenage Witch? Nerd.
There's definitely something in it.
Full on nerd alert.
Another month, another high utility bill. You know those old windows and doors might be the culprit.
Hey, one thing I wanted to ask to see if you guys like this, because it is going to be a thing whether you like it or not. Speaking of movies, we just had Taylor Swift get #1 at the box office, because in the world of Taylor Swift, they say, how do we monetize things more? Okay, well, we're going to do an album release thing, and we'll send all the Swifties out to the movie theaters to watch this 90 minutes behind the scenes thing where we play for the first time ever the music video from Taylor Swift's new album, and they make big money, #1 at the box office. That is not going to be an outlier. That, in fact, is the future. Now, Taylor Swift is not really an innovator in this world, because other people have done it. She's not even an innovator in the music world to have done this. Michael Jackson and others have done stuff like this in the past. But it's going to be more and more common. Anime has always been big on this. Anime has done this for a long, long time. And now everybody else is. And the rumor that's floating around is they're about to release Stranger Things, the final season. That's not a rumor, you know that part. But they're going to show you each episode of Stranger Things, and then they're going to hold back the finale of the Stranger Things series, and it will be allegedly in theaters only for one weekend, just like Taylor Swift. So the final part of all of this will be released for a weekend in movie theaters. You go watch that, or you wait until afterwards when it comes out. It makes it eligible for different awards. It brings in a whole different stream of money, and people buy into it. It's going to happen a lot more.
The folks at Town Wealth are not attorneys, but they work with a group
1 minute.
will provide a will and
Sean, you have to watch Match? I've not heard that. What's the movie called, Sean? It's called Chad Gets the Axe.
One more time, that's 813.
It's good.
555-5000. And be sure and tell them.
I think whether you like that or not, that is going to be a model that we see a lot moving forward. Tucker and Dale versus Evil? I believe I've seen that. I believe I've seen that, but I'm not positive. All right, we're coming back.
Sinex Severe instantly relieves nasal congestion and works 6 times faster than nasal decongestant tablets. In 12 hours of relief, allow you to get back to the
Here we go.
that matter without congestion.
Not that anybody's with me. Just me, as per usual.
Decongestant tablets. The 12 hours of relief allow you to get back to the moments that matter without congestion.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it. Try Sinex Severe from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
It's a crime to pay more than a dime. One dime down at RC Hill Mitsubishi in DeLand. Just go to rchill.com.
Broadcasting live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Need help after an accident? Just call Mo. Learn more at JustCallMo.com or call 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free new and improved iHeart Radio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Holiday magic.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, BILLS. BILLS. That's BILLS. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may the odds be ever in your favor.
Radio.
No one's really sure what all C-Lane's buttons actually do. This is the news.
They really hate it as much as they're saying. I'll explain why this makes sense in just a moment here, and you can join us in the meantime with your thoughts or afterwards with your thoughts over at thenewsjunkie.com. Here's what's happening. Taylor Swift, she's not an innovator in this, but recently, she's the most recent one to do it. She released for one weekend only a special movie for her fans in theaters. They booked it out in thousands of theaters across the country. They were showing it nonstop, repeat. It was basically just a Taylor Swift album promo, behind the scenes, and music video reveal. But she knows how to monetize her audience and squeeze every little dollar out of you and these other tween girls and these 30-something women who want to buy a hairbrush that falls apart. Yeah, there's all this crap that they're going to hawk to you.
How much of that do you think is her? And how, like, personally, versus how much do you think that's like her record company?
I mean, it's her team, but I feel like she has to approve.
She knows what she's doing.
She does approve the stuff.
She's a smart businesswoman. She knows what she's doing. There's not stuff happening in her universe that she's not got her finger in. And it worked out really well. It was number one movie in the country. Number one movie in the country for the one weekend that it came out.
She's dead.
And I'm telling you that it's not going to be a one-off. So before you come at me, you neats and anime fans and weebs and all the rest, okay? All of you folks, before you come at me, I know that this has happened for a long time in the world of anime. But this is recently becoming more popular, and you're going to see even more of it. Because one of the reports out there today is that as they release this final season, just 8 million years after the debut of Stranger Things on Netflix, they're releasing the final season, all right? The final season of the series. And here's what the rumor is that's floating around out there. And the rumor is, as they air all these episodes on Netflix to wrap it up for Stranger Things, most people are completely disconnected with it, but if you reconnect, you'll be in on this. They're going to put the final episode exclusively in theaters for a weekend, just like the Taylor Swift thing.
That's kind of a cool idea.
Everybody else has to wait until that run is over, like a week, and then, now the world gets this episode here. And it encourages them to make more money at the box office. I think it qualifies them for like different award shows.
Is it going to be annoying?
I mean, things aren't annoying to me if it's another offering. I don't ever care. That's how I operate. In the world.
If you go to the theaters, because I think it is like C-Lane said, cool. But is everyone going to be screaming and talking the whole time?
For this, probably less than things like Taylor Swift, I would think.
Or like Hamilton got its release, and I'm sure I know a lot of people were like singing along and doing stuff like that. But I know that like for Stranger Things, I fell off a long time ago, but I know I know the last season there was a lot of buzz about.
I got to rewatch it.
And if you have put the time in for a show that you really like this. Like for me, I'm thinking in my head Breaking Bad.
Mm-hmm.
And if there was in the lead up to the last episode of Breaking Bad, or even like say the last two or so, and they said, hey, we're going to show them in theaters, I would go, you know what? That seems like to do something special for the end of this show that I really like. I think it would be something really cool to experience. The only thing is, for Stranger Things, you got to go, all right, what's our viewership here? Is this going to be something that's going to be a worthwhile push if we put it in theaters for a weekend? I also think the cool thing about Stranger Things is because of its content, it's something that would be fun to watch in a movie theater.
Yeah, I mean, I want to watch anything cool in a theater. I love being in a theater. I love that experience. But they're fighting right now.
Yeah, but I'm not going to like watch the last episode of South Park in a movie theater.
No, because it's not going to be that different. This will be something that's like a cinematic experience or something, more Kino content. But in this case, they're debating what to do. They may release it. There's two different options here that they're working with. AMC theaters may release it on the same exact day, which I think is like New Year's Eve or something, that Stranger Things comes out and the finale is there. Or they may do a weekend exclusive in theaters, and then everybody else gets access to the final episode of Stranger Things.
The latter would be better.
That would be better.
On New Year's Eve.
That would be better. Speaking of money, that's when they're dropping the series, I guess. But they're not sure on what strategy they're going to take. I know that if you do this, where you give everybody access to everything except the finale, and then you put the finale in theaters for a weekend, you're probably going to have some people that are pissed off, but it's smart. It'll make money.
My question would be, if I'm the kind of person who's like, no, I don't want to watch this in theaters. I want to watch it at home like I've watched every other episode of Stranger Things. For me, does that mean I have to wait an extra week because you're doing this theater stunt?
Depending
That's what
on
would piss me off.
Depending on how they release it. If they release it at the same time and then people have either option, you don't have to go to the theater, but you can. You shouldn't be pissed off at that at all. That's just totally fine. But if they hold back a week, some people get mad. I think you're going to see a lot more of that. You're going to see so many series do this, where they go through the whole chain of all of the episodes, and then they drop a movie-length episode as their season finale. They have stolen this from the world of anime, and they're going to continue to do it. I've heard series that have been on ice that they don't want to produce. They're going to do this thing with it. I heard Mindhunter. I don't know if anybody watched Mindhunter.
Oh, yeah.
They never got to like the end or the resolution of Mindhunter. There's the project is floating around in Hollywood right now to do a movie where that comes back, or even like Game of Thrones movies and other movies where you continue on this thing, or you hold back just the finale. And you're going to see more of that in theaters, in my opinion. We'll see what you think about it. Send us a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com. What have they done to the White House? What, my God, the White House is in shambles,
Move that
man.
bus.
The White House, look at this. The whole side of it's ripped up and completely gutted as they're working on this ballroom for a paltry $250 million.
You know what's kind of weird about this? That people are like, oh, it's the White House and they're tearing it down and stuff. And it's the side of the White House, right? You know, the rest, the
Sure, but are we in a government shutdown? Like, is this the best time?
Not
to
with
do
construction. This? No, they're moving over there. I just can't believe they can't put up fake walls like Epcot can.
Those are pretty big walls.
Just put up a big fake White House on the side.
Pardon our dust.
Yeah, right.
Where the magic is continuing behind the scenes. But the weird part for me is I don't really know what any part of the White House looks like except for the front.
The Oval Office.
No. He's saying the building on the outside. Me too. I only know what one side looks like.
If you had shown me this shot that we're looking at right now of the demolition of the east, it's the east wing that they're tearing apart so they can build. Yeah. If you had shown me the east wing of the White House pre-demolition and said, what building is this? I might have trouble.
Yeah. I would too. I only know the front look like you do, but somebody says they do have walls up. They have little wooden, like plywood blockers at the fence, at the gate. So it's a little harder to see from ground level.
Which are not they're not even as tall as the gate.
They're not, no. And if this was a theme park for real, they would have an entire facade up, and you would go, "Oh, the White House." Look, half of the people who voted would not even notice. In this country, we have some people who, and I'm not talking about for any particular candidate. There's just a lot of dumb people. There's just a lot of dumb people who they look and they go, "The White House is fine. Nothing to see there. Nothing going on."
Looks good.
The rendering of what this is going to look like is pretty crazy, though. It's a pretty big extension that they're putting on to the White House. They're just in the middle of it all being torn down completely at the moment. But let us know what you think.
Pardon our dust.
Yeah.
The area is being refurbished for your future enjoyment.
Yes. Can't wait for that UFC fight. It's going to be glorious.
Although I will say, to the defense of the White House construction schedule, which I said yesterday was ridiculous. They said like 2027 or something. Theme parks are doing this now too. They're like, congratulations. We're going to build the brand new Encanto section of Animal Kingdom, and it'll be ready in 2097.
That's awesome.
It's not going to be that long for for that particular thing. But they do this all the time now, and it's like longer. Everything's getting longer. The wait time is getting longer.
By the time it's ready, you will have forgotten about Encanto.
True.
Encanto 7.
Just like Stranger Things. Like this. Ready? Name one of the Stranger Things character names besides 11.
The sheriff.
Sheriff what? Boing, boing.
Sheriff.
Boing, boing.
Bounce.
Boing,
Sheriff.
Boing,
Bounce.
boing, boing.
What's the boing?
Sheriff Spring.
Hopper.
Hopper.
Sheriff Hopper.
Really tried there.
Yeah, you did.
Gave you my best. See?
William?
That's how long it's been.
Will is right.
Will is right.
Will's mom.
Right. And you can't just say their actress names or actor names either. That's how long it's been.
Kid with no teeth.
Matthew Modine.
You don't know most of the characters because it's been that long. The timelines suck on this stuff. It's not great. Let's see. What else do we have here? Oh, I told you that I had some cringe for you at a funeral. Are you guys ready?
Oh, yes. Yeah. Been waiting.
Okay. I don't even know what to make of this. I mean, I think the person knows what they're doing here. It still doesn't make it much better. This is a cat's funeral. All right. We're tuning into a cat's funeral. And let's just flash the visual for our watchers online. I'll put this up for the See It Now folks.
Is that a dog toy?
That is
Sonic the Hedgehog is giving a eulogy?
Yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog knockoff of some sort. You know,
they don't have the rights.
Las Vegas, Times Square, Sonic the Hedgehog.
It could be
Shauna the Hedgehog.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
It might be Sonic. It could be Sonic the Hedgehog, which is
Let's
not
make
bad.
that copyright audio trademark.
Sonic the Hedgehog is at this particular funeral for a
just
cat.
named the podcast.
What are you talking about? I didn't write anything down. I have no idea what you're talking about. Let's tune into the cringe funeral.
Hey everyone, Sonic the Hedgehog here. You know, I've raced across Green Hill Zone, battled robots, and zipped through loops faster than anyone else out there. But today isn't about speed. Today, it's about something way stronger than even I can run.
What is
Love.
happening?
We're here to honor a legend, a real hero, a furry little friend who never needed a chaos ever.
The internet was a bad idea. We made a huge
I don't
mistake.
even know. Whoever gave money to that guy who was hysterically crying. That was a bad
huge
idea.
mistake.
Yeah, we
That's-
have made
This is wild.
We have made a huge mistake once again with the internet, with I don't know, almost everything. Almost everything has led us to
What
this.
does Sonic the Hedgehog from Temu have anything to do with this man's cat dying?
I don't know a connection yet, but let's follow. Let's see here.
To shine bright. Ratchet, 21 years. Whoa, that's a lifetime of purrs, naps, and quiet moments that mean everything. Ratchet was more than a cat.
I like how there's a little girl from the neighborhood invited to this.
But she is holding on to her toy. I mean, she knew that cat.
No, she's actually eating Doritos or
I'm
something.
sorry.
I think. Yeah, she's got a snack at the funeral. She's like, all right, funeral time, Sonic the Hedgehog. Don't mind if I do.
He was a constant, a silent teammate. Through every storm, every stumble, every late night when the world felt too heavy, Ratchet was there.
True.
No matter what. Life has a way of moving fast. Too fast sometimes. And it hurts. It really hurts.
My God, I mean, this is just what the world has become. Ratchet the Cat, R.I.P. I don't know. Should we see if there's some big grand finale here? I'll fast forward to the end.
Inside every memory, every smile, every quiet moment that shaped a life. That kind of love is fast, but it's also forever. Run free, Ratchet. You are the best kind of hero, the kind who stays, and that's something we all admire.
All right, thank you, Ratchet. I think.
If I happen to go before you two, please hire that Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, that exact one.
And
That's
same voice too. Hi, everybody. You're at Sabrina's funeral.
Is that how Sonic even
Silent
sounds?
Warrior. Not at all.
Now that I think about
There's
it,
no
just
inflection in this at all.
Just like I can't name a lot of the kids from Stranger Things characters, I don't know if I know what Sonic the Hedgehog sounds like. He's just zooming around usually. I know
Well,
more
he
what
didn't have
sounds
a
like.
voice for
I
like
thought he
a
was
very
more-
long time, right?
He's like a tough guy. It's like there is some of the inflection that makes sense, but then
I'll go back. Let's Celine find something to compare this to of Sonic the Hedgehog, so we can see if this was a legit rendering of that. I don't know. I like in my head, all I know is the sound he makes when all the rings come out. That's the only thing that sticks with me. Yeah, when he drops all of his rings, that's the only thing I know about.
Up, over, and gone.
Oh, this is from the cartoon.
All right. I mean, that should be
Those
accurate, right?
Budniks kids, they're ugly enough.
Oh. Your days as a freedom fighter. All right, hang on. Now let's go back to the funeral.
Hey everyone, Sonic the Hedgehog here.
It's not too bad.
You're too slow.
But it looks bootleg. It does. I'll put this up. Let me get a good screenshot right now. And you can see this if you'd like. I don't know why you would want to. Over on thenewsjunkie.com. What did you stumble on?
Sonic the Hedgehog soundboard.
Oh, because it sounded like you powered down over there.
That's his death sound. Game over.
Oh,
just like the cat.
I remember that. Yeah.
It's very long.
Oh, I remember that part. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know
yeah,
what?
because you lost a lot.
Got him.
Sonic Bros.
Forget it.
To kill you?
Forget it. That's my message, okay? Is Sonic on there saying we made a huge mistake? Because that would just really round things out. It would make everything make sense.
No, but there's a button that said, like, who took my nudes? And I do not remember that from the game.
I've made a huge mistake.
This one.
Who posted my nudes on Twitter.com?
That's not Sonic.
No.
All right, quick break. I don't know what.
This was fun, though.
Who calls it Twitter.com?
OJ Simpson?
No, he's a Twitter world.
Twitter world. All right, quick break. When we come back, the worst places to be during World War III, the latest with the government shutdown, and a whole lot more, including a restaurant has gone viral. And the reason why is, well, mildly infuriating, to say the least. I'll play that for you. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is the Jim Colbert Show.
I think everybody on the show, all the males here on the show can agree, we're dating way above our grade.
Yeah.
Like Jack married way out of his, way out of his league. She's talented and beautiful and unique. And then Jack is dad bodding it up with me.
Yeah.
The Jim Colbert Show. Weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
All southbound lanes on Narcoossee Road, just south of Boggy Creek Road, those are blocked. Northbound lanes are getting affected there as well. On Bronson Highway, eastbound at Griffin Road, the center lane's blocked. On I-4, there's no surprises affecting your drive, just some familiar delays piling up. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by HCA Florida West Orange Emergency. HCA Florida West Orange Emergency in Winter Garden is now open 24/7. Visit hcafloridahealthcare.com. This emergency department is part of HCA Florida Osceola Hospital, not an urgent care center. Services billed at hospital rates.
Facing a criminal charge, who you call next matters. At Smith & Yulo Law Firm, we are the criminal defense attorneys in Florida, fighting for people like you. Call 352-WIN-FOR-YOU now for your free case evaluation. Smith & Yulo Law Firm, offices Orlando.
Thinking about selling your home? Well, hold on to your packing tape. The Nickley Group can sell houses faster than you can find that one missing sock. Get a guaranteed cash offer on your home from the Nickley Group today. Visit thenickley.com.
The Nickley Group with Keller Williams Realty.
In a Greenway Kia.
For over 23 years, my family's been saying it. And right now, the savings are at an all-time high. With 3 convenient locations and one of the area's largest inventories, we deliver the selection and savings other dealers can't. And during the Kia Fall Savings event, you can save thousands. So if you're in the market for a new Kia, visit Greenway Kias and discover one of the area's largest selections online. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
Big down payments. Thousands down. We interviewed the victims. Tell us what happened, ma'am.
Well, I says to myself, go to RC Hill Mitsubishi, in DeLand, and Ocala. Every vehicle's just one dime down.
And then?
I ended up at some other dealer.
Why?
They had a trade payoff event.
Let me guess. You had to put $4,000 down.
Yeah, $4,000.
Next time, go to RC Hill.
Hello?
With only one dime down.
One thing that's crazy is of the people who are blocked, banned, blackballed on dispatches, some of them just keep cranking them out every day. Here's 5 dispatches. And I'm going, no, I don't want them. You're blackballed. And they just keep giving them. It's a lot. It takes a lot for you to pull out of the world of being blackballed as a dispatch.
Sure, if you want to sleep in the garage.
BJ's Wholesale Club is opening soon in Castleberry. Join now for $15 at bjs.com/Castleberry or visit the membership center at the Castleberry Exchange Shopping Center. Limited time offer, new members only. BJ's, absurdly simple savings.
Eustace Roofing has a scary good deal.
Wow, Sean, I feel attacked. You should.
$1,500 off your roof replacement. Serving all of Orlando.
You created this. You can't handle the drama? Hey, I live for it. What are you talking about? Bootsy says off to look at dispatches. Bootsy, here's the thing. You can't. Once I blackball somebody, it doesn't show up anywhere except for me. So they're just yeeted out of everything. They're in dispatch denial. True.
Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need.
1 minute and we're coming back. Hey everybody, hit like on the video if you don't mind. It's greatly appreciated. And also subscribe if you're new here. This is what we do every day for 4 hours a day. We go over everything viral, cut it up. We get serious, we get crazy, we get controversial. It's fun. Subscribe, please. Copyright, copyright. All right, here we go.
Radio just for your little monsters. And of course, curated Halloween playlists perfect for your Halloween party. Just open the free iHeartRadio app, search Halloween, and listen now.
Gators, ghosts, and goblins. Only at Gatorland.
Holiday magic! Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, Bills. BILLS. That's Bills. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may the odds be ever in your favor.
Real Radio 104.1.
Cooking up today's lead stories. This is the News Junkie, Sean Wasson.
The 3 best friends you never knew you had, going through the most viral stories of the day. Keep up with all the excitement, the fun, and everything in between over at thenewsjunkie.com. We'll get geared up in a moment here for the next episode. Not the next episode, excuse me. Jury duty. We've already passed that. We're moving along here on the show today. Jury duty coming up in a bit. And I've got an update on that Jacoby Tillman story. The predator, the guy that the judge just let bond back out, and another version of something like this happening elsewhere in the country. So we'll look at that. We are in day 22 of the government shutdown, and still haven't noticed much of a change, honestly, just in the day-to-day life. Seems like the government being shut down is working out fine. I'm not trying to get a passport at the moment or file my taxes currently, so that may be something keeping me in the clear.
Also, you do not benefit from food stamps?
True, yeah.
Which is supposed to run out at the end of the month, at least in Florida?
I think so. Yeah, SNAP benefits, a.k.a. food stamps, are supposed to be snapped up before too long here, and that won't be funded any longer.
I even saw that some folks are doing food drives for TSA. For workers.
TSA workers?
Where we're at right now.
It's very easy.
Really?
You just bring your carry-on stuffed with cans of food, and when they remove it
over the
because it's over the limit, they get to keep it.
Well, aren't TSA employees still getting paid?
No.
They're not even shut down, obviously.
They're not shut down, but the people that still have jobs don't get paychecks until the government is funded.
I mean, they'll solve this when somebody
they say
feels
write
pressure.
down your hours and we'll send you a check when everything's finished.
What's going to happen is eventually the Democrats are going to go, okay, this is not scoring us any points anymore. We'll just sign the stupid extension of funding so everything can get back up and running. Because that's really just what it is. It's like, hey, we need everybody to sign on to this government funding extension. And all of the Republicans and some of the Democrats have signed on, but it's not to get over the 60 vote amount, supermajority that you need to pass this. So eventually the Democrats have to go, okay, enough's enough. We'll sign on to that so we can keep funding the government for at least a short portion of time, which I wish they didn't do that. I wish they didn't do these little short bursts of funding. I wish they funded the government for at least 2 years at a time, I think would be the absolute smartest thing. But we don't. We do these little extensions. And then the party that is in the minority position tends to think, oh, all right, we're not going to sign off on this. We'll go to the government shutdown and we'll ask for some things that we want for our constituents. You know, we want this, we want that, we want some add-ons. It just really doesn't work that way. I think eventually somebody's going to crumble here, and I don't see the Republicans doing that. They're like, we're already voting for this. What are we going to do? We're going to give you some handouts here when you lost the election? That I don't think it is going to work that way. But we're on day 22. I thought maybe they'd wrap it up before this. I thought this would be a quicker one. This is now the second longest funding lapse in modern history, according to CBS News. There was a 35-day shutdown in 2018 and 2019. They are a relatively recent phenomenon. They started like this in 1980 because before 1980, they used to fund the government for longer times. And that was, in my opinion, a better thing. But let me know what you think. Send a dispatch over on thenewsjunkie.com. Have you felt anything from the government shutdown? Or are you not noticing this at all? Do join us with a dispatch at thenewsjunkie.com. There's a restaurant that is getting piled on right now, an Italian restaurant of all things. I'm a big fan of the Italian restaurants. Most of them. I've been to many in my day. Sbarro for one, but there are lots of them that I've seen out there.
Cicio's
and in this
Pizza.
case, oh, beautiful high-end stuff. High-end stuff is what I'm talking about. This particular
never
restaurant,
ever make it to that dessert pizza. I always get too filled up on the entree pizza.
Take it home and put it in your backpack.
They're overrated anyway. They really are. Dessert pizzas are never as good as the other stuff. This is a restaurant called Don Cicio, which name's good. I'll go with you on that. But they put up a letter on social media after they closed the restaurant, and it says here, the farewell. It's very, very dramatic. And this is the Don Cicio in London that closed down. And it says, dear residents of Highgate, of the neighboring villages of North London and of London in general. They're speaking to all of London here. Don Cicio, the Italian restaurant, has closed today, exactly 6 years after it opened in October of 2019. We have closed due to a lack of customers. Now, if you're a restaurant and you are closing due to a lack of customers, I ask you, who do you blame? Who do you blame if you could not get enough customers in the door of your restaurant? Do you blame yourself or do you blame the people?
It depends what kind of attitude you have. I feel like when it comes to a long-standing restaurant, they'll blame the people.
I think you should blame yourself. If your restaurant fails, you're going to blame yourself because you didn't get enough people to go through the door. The only other option is if you got stuck in like a leasing pinch where they just started charging too much to lease out the space that you're trying to run this restaurant out of.
Which we have seen, especially locally.
That happens all the time. That happens all over the place. But if you just simply didn't have enough customers,
if the rest of the neighborhood is going to
get blocked off,
to crap, yeah,
those kind of things can happen. But mostly it's because your food sucked. It's because your service sucked. It's because something like that was going on. He says it wasn't enough to be traveler's choice in 2023, 2024, and 2025 on TripAdvisor. Who cares about TripAdvisor? It wasn't enough to be told we had one of the best pizzas. A lot of people care
about TripAdvisor, Sean.
I don't even look at TripAdvisor anymore.
Wow.
It wasn't enough to have 4.7 stars on Google with 700 reviews for every one of those 6 years.
That background image is so distracting.
Nor to change our menu each season. Just listen to the sound of my voice. Roaming through the flavors of Italy. We are guests in this country, and as guests, we will not complain. We simply say, adio. So
it looks like they
kind of complaining.
They went to like old school like Staples or Office Max and bought like terrible paper to print
If
on.
they want to get a message across, then what is the point of that? I think
just listen. Listen to the words.
I'm totally listening.
Listen to the words coming out of my mouth, and you'll understand what they're saying. I can read it. To our faithful customers, we'll miss you. Perhaps one day we'll meet again in Italy. And to those we served during lockdown, when we were the only restaurant open, thank you for never visiting us once the pandemic ended. Yikes. To the Highgate Society in London, thank you for never replying to any of our proposals for collaboration. To those who lived a few doors away yet ordered delivery from somewhere else, thank you for your commitment to distance. And they were upset. They were
middle fingers on the way out, huh?
Yeah. They wanted to take it out on everybody in this community where they're from, where their restaurant was, and not blame themselves. And so I say to you, and in instances where it's not like a leasing issue or there wasn't
called
some
it the farewell, like
that's
dramatic.
on you, and everyone can see right through what they're doing. Blaming everyone else, then good luck with your next restaurant when this story pops up and you look like a big whiny crybaby.
I will say it sounds great to have all these like high reviews on places. That sounds good. But, there's a lot of, in a big city, like let's take New York, for instance. I just saw a video the other day. I think it was on New York Times, YouTube, or one of those. And they went to a cheesesteak, restaurant that's done by like some hipster folks in New York City. And the place was just popping off, like absolutely popping, like a line around the corner to get stuff. They showed a pizza place that's really been getting a lot of viral attention, and they sell out every single day of their pizzas that they have up for offer. And they have a fan base around the block. I say to you, the Don Cicio restaurant in London, if you are saying farewell, you cannot blame the customers around you. You have to at least accept some blame yourself for not providing the food that they wanted to pay to go out to eat. All right? That to me seems like a more reasonable outcome here, or a more reasonable place to blame. But let us know what you think. Send us a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com.
Poor TripAdvisor, they're really taking the brunt of this.
Is TripAdvisor's top list even good? Who's number one at TripAdvisor in Orlando, for example? Who's number one?
Is it sponsored?
Is it even a good outcome that they ended up with? Because TripAdvisor sometimes will be like, best restaurant in Orlando, the McDonald's on the... What?
All that you must know before you go.
There's a lifeblood of the agro-tourism industry. A couple of bad reviews there. You might as well close up shop.
True. Yeah, I heard that somewhere. And let me know what number one in Orlando is, because I'll see if it's even close to.
Well, there's
to what's
Essentials, Traveler's Choice, Hidden Gems.
Wait, Essentials. Give me Essentials number one on the list. TripAdvisor.
Magic Kingdom.
You see what I mean? Like, I love theme parks and I love food at theme parks. But come on, TripAdvisor, do you think maybe that's because more people might be going to the Magic Kingdom restaurant than the other restaurant?
All right, hold on.
Maybe they got an unfair advantage?
Clicking on local customs.
Yeah, that's what I want to know. The best of the best.
This is not local. No, this is local customs is like teaching people how to behave. It's like the drinking age, walking on the right or left side of the sidewalk. Spitting is considered rude in any public setting. Just tell me don't tell me how to tip. Isn't that TripAdvisor?
Right. I just want the list, because usually it's stuff that's just, not really connected with the good stuff in town. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we got jury duty, an update on that Jacoby Tillman story, and somebody else, another judge just absolutely making insane decisions. A father of the day, potential father of the year stuff going on here. And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733. This is Doug Gottlieb. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Mercedes-Benz.
The Magic are set to tip off a new season tonight. They're home against the Heat. It was NBA opening night last night. The defending champion Thunder outlasted the Rockets in 2 overtimes, while the Warriors beat the Lakers despite 43 points by LA's Luka Doncic. NFL news, former Jacksonville coach and executive Tom Coughlin among the 12 coaches to advance for consideration for the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I'm Matt McCoy.
Looking for an exceptional driving experience? Find it behind the wheel of a Mercedes.
Residential electricity rates have been rising fast in the United States, up more than 30% since 2020, double the rate of inflation of other products, and also power shutoffs are rising too. But you know what doesn't shut off? The sun, friends. That's right. That's why you call solar installers of Florida.
Okay.
They'll help you take control.
Skull Mike activated. Hey, everybody, welcome behind the scenes of the show. Mike emails the show about the government shutdown, which is in, what, day 22?
A backup when the power shuts off.
22? I think. Mike says, shutdown. Your comments on the government shutdown are obviously skewed by the fact that your health insurance is paid for by your employer. Let me stop you there. You don't know how health insurance works. All right? Your comments on the shutdown are obviously skewed by the fact that your health insurance is paid for by your employer. My son is on my health insurance, and he just rang up a $5,000 bill for his teeth. Okay? And that's just side issues with like dental things going on. The idea that people who have insurance aren't paying and your employer is simply paying, I don't know that you understand how health insurance works. If you had to rely on the marketplace for it, you'd be more concerned. This battle is over tax subsidies for health insurance. If they are not extended, my premium will double or triple, possibly making it unaffordable for a lot of people. This is what the Democrats are fighting to extend. Okay, this is what the Democrats are fighting to extend, he says, in the government shutdown. You don't get to make demands when you lose elections. When you are in the minority, you can either choose to continue to fund the government and keep the money flowing through, all right? Or you can say we're going to be obstructionist and we're going to make demands even though the American people voted against us in the last election. There's a reason why they don't have the majority at the moment. And if this is a great strategy, then they should keep doing it all the way through to the midterms. Continue to block the government funding all the way through to the midterms. And then we'll see how the midterm elections go. I don't think that's a good strategy. I don't think that's going to work out. I think they should stop being a bunch of little bitches and they should stop being performative losers. All these people in Washington are now performative losers trying to make TikTok clips, trying to farm engagement online. I think they should stop being performative losers and sign a bill so that people can get their SNAP assistance. That's the thing I care about. So that people can get their paychecks. That's the thing I care about. The rest of it's stupid. 2 minutes and we're coming back. No one sees Sean's blackballs? Yeah, well, I'm not showing you everything. It ain't happened. Arnott says Dems are crashing and burning. Well, I don't know. There's some stuff out there. One story that to me is crazy, and I don't know if it's true yet, but the idea that Trump is demanding $250 million from the justice system, I'd love to see what the White House has to say about that. Because if the president is demanding $250 million from the justice system, that is fucked. With a capital F. That is corrupt. With a capital C. That is something that most Americans will see and go, wait, what? No. The president should be able to enrich himself with a $250 million payment from the Justice Department that he's in control of. But I don't know if that's really happening or if we're just seeing reports on that. Has the White House responded? If they have, let me know, because I have not seen a response.
Connect app can make this a reality.
Contact
But I am not a fan.
Visit Culligan.com to get started.
I hope that's not true.
For the iHeartRadio album preview featuring Bon Jovi's Forever Legendary Edition.
All right. Coming right.
Featuring an exclusive interview with John Bon Jovi. Hi, I'm John Bon Jovi, and I'm inviting you to iHeartRadio's album preview, all in celebration of Forever, the Legendary Edition. Listen on the free iHeart apps, today's mix station, tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. This year full of
Here we go.
Radio's album preview, all in celebration of Forever, the Legendary Edition. Listen on the free iHeart apps, today's mix station, tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by crimeline.org. Give a tip anonymously.
Documenting and contributing to the decline in American culture. This
The world's most viral newsroom. And we love you. We love hanging out with you each day. If you don't want to hear the same 3 songs over and over, this is a place for you to be. Let's talk about fun stuff and interesting stuff and all things viral. Learn more at thenewsjunkie.com. Before we get into jury duty, one thing that could be good news, big time fingers crossed on this. I don't know if I'm not really a doomer on this, but I'm also not in a fully positive mode and fully believing we could pull this off yet. But there is at least some progress in the Russia-Ukraine front, where the president of Ukraine, Vladimir Zelensky, who is going to be in charge until this war is over, no matter how long that goes on, Zelensky has spoken out on Trump's plan for a compromise in a bid to end the war.
Okay.
And he said that the call to stop at the current front lines is a good compromise, which would be movement forward. If you just said, hey, right now, where the front lines of the war is, we stop, we back away, we stop killing each other, we stop this machine just churning up the meat of young men from Russia and from Ukraine, and we find some peace here after all of this, and saying that there is at least some good compromise on the line from Zelensky would be a move forward here. Now, will Putin accept any of this? I know he better. He better. He can't win. Putin has shown that Russia is a paper tiger in the truest sense of the phrase. They can't even march into Ukraine and take over. Of course, Ukraine has the backing of the U.S. military weaponry and such, some of it at least. But they couldn't do it. They haven't been able to pull it off. They're in a stalemate with just Ukraine. Make a deal, end the war, stop the bleeding, and I think that would be a good thing. So
party time.
That would be some positivity on that front. We shall see. Now we got to get into jury duty, because inside jury duty, we have a father of the day just waiting for us.
Possibly the year.
Possibly.
Just let me know.
I'll let you guys decide just how bad this actually is, or maybe you think he's just a good dad. I don't know. Let's do jury duty.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention. Before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass, you're now on jury duty with the News Junkie.
Jury duty brought to you by the one, the only, Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. You see? You see how that works out? Injured on the go, just call Mo. We love Moses DeWitt, and you will too after your experience of having him fight for you in your corner. He's going to be your dragon to battle those bad guys at the insurance companies. So worry about yourself, your family, and your future with the best damn dragon out there, in my opinion. That's Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. 800-CALL-MO, 800-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com. Our father of the day.
Father of the day and maybe the year.
You guys can judge for yourselves here. I'm just going to give you the story, and you tell me what you think of this particular person. This father has been arrested after some posts appeared online. I guess this kind of stuff is not allowed. Arrested after some toddlers showed up online. Our friends on Fox 35 were talking about this. Let's see what they have for us. this father of the day, Taylor Knoop or Knoop.
Putting a Glock handgun and then a beer bottle in the hands of his child. And thanks for joining us tonight. I'm John Brown.
Good evening. I'm Luann Sorrell, and this picture shows another child with a bag of marijuana.
So the father has been posting photos of these young children, these toddlers, younger, I think, than Jackson, Sealane's kid. And one of them has a Glock. Oh. One of them has a Michelob Ultra.
How
and
cute.
One of them has a large bag of marijuana. And all those things are obviously not good to give kids, one would say at the very least. No. But he's propping them up with them for these photos, and now he's in some trouble. Let's see what else they say.
Fox 35's Chancellor Wynn is joining us live in Volusia County tonight. So, Chancellor, deputies say this father staged these photos.
I hope so.
Yeah, investigators say...
I hope the father staged the photos.
No,
Otherwise,
he just walked in the room, and those kids were right by the Mick Ultra and gone.
We got a larger problem here. If the kids just went to get the weed, the gun, the beer by themselves, that would be bigger, I think.
Father, he staged those photos while at least one of those girls was sleeping. Now, what's also interesting is the Department of Children and Families, they say when they went to that house, they went to the kids' room, and inside that room they found plywood walls, exposed wiring, and they say that the kids should not have been living in those conditions.
Jesus.
So when you combine that with the photos the father allegedly staged, that landed him behind bars. He has since bonded out, but he is facing felony charges of child neglect.
There you go. The dad is now in jail. He bonded out, and he's facing child neglect charges over the condition of the house that they were also in. As is often the case when trashy-ass stuff like this happens with parents, you show up at the house and you go, oh
trashy-ass house.
Shocker. Yeah, trashy-ass house, the exposed wires with little toddlers wandering around. I mean, you got, like, actual parents who say, let's safeguard the house and make sure we do everything to get to our ultimate goal of safely raising our child without it getting hurt or God forbid,
the little
killed.
Cabinet locks and then that plastic piece over the electrical outlets.
Yeah.
Corners are shaved down or something like that.
It's a dangerous world, even if you're trying. Even if you're trying to keep them alive. In this case, when you're not trying, it gets a bit worse. And that's Father of the Day territory for Taylor Knoop of
I don't think, though, Father of the Year.
I don't either.
No, all
there's
right.
a challenge accepted some father out there, I'm sure.
I also think he should be able to legally get out of this by saying, like, yes, they were staged. That wasn't real marijuana.
Well, you could. You never know. I mean, it's just a picture. Or AI now. It's a very difficult thing. Back to the Jacoby Tillman case. If you're not familiar, this is the guy who continues to attack women, rape women, say that he's fantasizing about killing them. He's choking these random strangers out on this jogging trail where they are committing the grave crime of wanting to jog outside with peace. And generally, they're successful in doing this until judges get in their way and do absolutely unhinged things. And that's what's happened here. The woman in 2022 says she was groped while by this Jacoby Tillman guy while she was jogging. His bond was revoked more recently after a judge granted him a bond where he had to pay out $950 to get out of jail. He immediately violated that bond by threatening the witnesses in the case and posting on social media about it. And they handcuffed him and ran him into custody. I don't know how long he's going to be in there for.
Are his socials public? Like, I've read and heard a bunch of times that he's tried to intimidate witnesses or at least even communicate with people he's not supposed to communicate with. But are there actually clips of this happening?
I don't know what his socials are. So
it was TikTok from what I understood. And then it was not like he was mentioning the person, but it was clear when he was talking to the camera that it was being directed at anyone who happened to be watching it, in the sense. Like, I know someone
they said he shared a text message or something. I didn't see it myself.
I'll try to find it. I wonder if it's deleted.
One of the craziest things about this Judge Elaine Barber, who let this violent man out and didn't care, apparently, who was next to be raped or who was next to be attacked by this monster of an animal, a human-shaped animal, Jacoby Tillman. One of the things that's most shocking to me is he was on the run for over 2 months, all right? He was on the run. He was not willing to work with law enforcement or the courts, and he was on the run for more than 2 months before they arrested him in October. And then it was the judge, Elaine Barber, who released him 2 days later on that $9,500 bond. So the judge even knew that they couldn't get a hold of him for months. He wasn't listening to law enforcement. He wasn't listening to the court. He wasn't doing anything. But she just wanted to do this for whatever reason. I don't even know her motivation. I don't know. It's an experiment with the world. It's a way to go, hey, I'll just do this, and then unleash this person back on society. And then you get these situations like you had with Daniel Penny in New York City. You get these situations like you had with the poor Ukrainian woman in Charlotte on public transits, because the judges and in some cases the prosecutors, but a lot of times these people who we rely on to keep us safe, keep us away from habitual offenders, don't do it. And I've talked about this before, but you can look this up if you'd like to. You could solve about 70 to 80% of the violent crime in the United States of America like that. 70 to 80% of the violent crime is committed by people with 3 or more felonies on their history. Okay? People who over and over and over and over again violate the law and hurt people and rob people and overall bring negativity to the communities that they live in. That's where this is coming from. It's the vast majority of this is these repeat offenders, right? And while I don't want somebody spending 30 years behind bars for a weed charge or something stupid like that, I do want repeat offenders kept out of the public square. And it's not just happening here. In Oklahoma, let me bring this story up because I'll wrap up jury duty with this because this one also got me. Hang on. Let me bring up the story here. This was a high school baseball star, all right, who pleaded no contest to these charges. Hang on. No contest. And the parents at the school, everybody else, obviously very upset. And this high school baseball star, his name was Jesse Mack Butler, all right? Here he is, a fat little baseball kid. And hold on. This is, well, it isn't even shown anymore. He has been arrested. He was facing a 78-year sentence, all right? This young guy, this dude at this school. And it says Oklahoma teen facing nearly 80 years behind bars after being convicted of raping and assaulting 2 high school girlfriends has dodged prison altogether under a shocking sweetheart plea deal, sparking outrage. Jesse Mack Butler, 18, he's 18 now. He was 17 when this happened, which is one of the reasons why they tried to give him some leniency. But I don't care. He avoided jail time last week over the spate of sick attacks on 2 16-year-old girls, including one that left the victim close to death after being choked unconscious.
Man. My gosh.
Right, here he is. This is the loser who did this. Some little fat, chubby baseball player kid. And the 2 girlfriends he was with said that he raped them and attacked them and then was facing 78 years behind bars. And they did a plea deal, and the judge signs off on this, and they switch him from an adult to a youthful offender, and he won't spend a day behind bars. He has a year of rehab and community service, and that's it. That's all he's facing. This is one of the victims who was like hospitalized afterwards because she almost died because this loser attacked him. And what do the judges do? What do the prosecutors do? Enough is enough. I think a lot of people just want to feel safe, and they want the bad guys punished. And if you are rooting for the bad guys, if you are rooting for the criminals, if you are rooting for anything other than people to be able to enjoy their lives in relative safety, I am rooting against you in the strongest way possible. I'll point this out wherever I see it, but this is another case of that absolutely happening. All right, send us your thoughts, your dispatches over at thenewsjunkie.com, thenewsjunkie.com. When we come back, the power hour of the show, I guess there was
something crazy that happened.
Technical glitch during a big broadcast.
That is wild.
No effing way.
Sean?
Oh, no. Did I drop?
You had a technical glitch, and it came back right as you said technical glitch.
Did it really?
Yeah,
absolutely, 100%.
What's
purposely
happening?
did that. I purposely did that.
That was fantastic. Yeah, no, you're good.
Kind of
You're
freaking
good.
out a little bit.
When we come back, that was a little drama for me. That was a little acting, if you will. All right. Went to a very famous acting school called CSB. You don't know it because you don't know about acting stuff, but it's the Connecticut School of Beautiful Acting.
Oh.
And I will tell you what was going on with this glitch that is going viral moments from now. That's coming up next in the news, Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Northbound and southbound lanes are blocked on Narcoossee Road just south of Boggy Creek Road, and Boggy Creek Road's bumper to bumper too. Just travel with caution in that area. There's ongoing construction slowing things down on Florida's Turnpike northbound before US 301. The right lane's blocked on I-4. You're going to start running into some slowdowns heading through the city there. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by HCA Florida.
Butterfly in the sky. I can fly twice as high. Suck my dick. It's a great trick. Hello, chat folks.
No, a plumbing snake.
All right, we got technical glitches. I talked about that Trump $250 million Justice Department payment, but I have not personally seen anything from the Trump administration to rebut that. Maybe it's not true.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Enter on the go, JustCallMo.com.
As we head into the busy holiday season, now is the perfect time to invest in yourself. For 35 years, the Philadelphia Eye Institute has given Central Floridians freedom from glasses and contacts.
Hands up in chat. Has anybody actually tried the new OpenAI web browser they launched yesterday?
Call today, 407-333-5111.
Bucky says, my special needs son will lose his SNAP next month, but if this bill goes through, he'll also lose services because the cost will skyrocket. One's a definite, one's a fear. He will definitely lose his SNAP benefits at some point in time. Sean says prison justice is real. There's an inmate fantasizing about him on arrival when he's sentenced to prison. I wish we didn't have to seek justice that way, you know what I mean? Isn't that kind of fucked? The other story about this, and I didn't do it because I don't know if it's actually true, but people are really pushing the Luigi Mangione was beat up by ladyboys in Thailand before he shot at a CEO guy. Trump, Arnott says, Trump asked Tuesday by reporters in the Oval Office about the New York Times story. He said, I don't even talk to them about it. All I know is that they would owe ... a lot of money, but I'm not looking for money. I'd give it to charity or something. I don't want it for charity either. I don't care what it is. I don't want $250 million of taxpayer money. The equivalent of like almost $1, less than that obviously. But from every single person to go to charity from the U.S. government till. If anything, say you're going to use it to like pay down the debt, but you're really that's just money cycling around. I just wanted to leave it alone. It's stupid.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party. You see that new welcome offer? Bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets if you...
Bucky says, I forgot Sean knows everything about everything. It's not a fear. It will happen. Okay, then keep rooting on these guys to fight and to oppose. Keep going. Best of luck. Amy says, can we talk about Dortney's Halloween decorations? We don't have too much. We have some. But I was thinking about having her maybe decorate some stuff on the stage for the roast. A little cobweb here and there, a couple of pumpkins. 3 minutes and we're coming back.
Locally owned IDC is a true direct importer with better prices on hand-selected diamonds that come straight from the cutters. You cannot get any closer to the source than IDC. My son and I hand-select every diamond that comes in. I want to be able to stand behind.
He doesn't donate much to charity, many promises, but few checks. I just don't want it at all. I don't want that happening at all. I think it's stupid. I think he should come out and say, I have no interest in getting a payout from the Justice Department. If anybody's seeking that, they should stop. I just want blah, blah, blah. You know, just get away from the title. Sean, get floating candles for the front of your house. I did our courtyard and it looks great. I want to see. I want to see what it looks like.
You know I love cooking on my Big Green Egg, and every time I get asked why, I tell you it's because
2 minutes.
It's an awesome experience, it's impressive, and everything comes out great on the Big Green Egg. If you don't have one, you gotta go visit my friends at Watsy's Meat Market.
Because I'd be up for
They
that.
have the lowest prices in the country. They also have all the accessories. They even have a classroom set up.
I watched the speech he gave to pay himself $250K was clearly a joke. From what I heard, it was not $250,000. It was $250 million.
It's Watsy's Meat Market.
Orlando, we're here to let you know that FAS Exteriors is Orlando's #1 window, door, and roofing contractor.
Okay, 90 seconds and we're coming back. Hey, Barbara, how are you? God bless you.
FAS Exteriors. Schedule your free consultation now at FASWD.com. An official message from Medicare.
Medicare plans change.
Oh, we're going to get some dispatches here as well.
This year, it's important for you to review your current coverage and compare all your options during Medicare open enrollment. Compare health plans, drug coverage, and costs. See if you can save some money, and don't forget to make sure you're
coming back now.
Options during Medicare open enrollment. Compare health plans, drug coverage, and costs. See if you can save some money, and don't forget to make sure your drugs are covered. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Visit Medicare.gov or call 1-800-MEDICARE.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Severe from Vicks.
Sinex Severe Nasal Spray.
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Severe instantly relieves nasal congestion and works 6 times faster than nasal decongestant tablets. The 12 hours of relief allow you to get back to the moments that matter without congestion.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it! Try Sinex Severe from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
Most impact windows from Reese Windows and Doors are installed in just 6 to 8 weeks. Visit reesewindows.com.
Broadcasting live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1, Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeartRadio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free new and improved iHeartRadio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Holiday magic! Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Check. CHECK. That's check. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may the odds be ever in your favor.
On the bright side, we're not dead yet. You're listening to the news.
Dispatchers plus emails queued up and ready to go in the power hour of the show. You can join in on the fun. Record your dispatch now at thenewsjunkie.com. Don't forget, we got these keywords. They show up all the time on this station. And when you hear one, make sure for once you get off your ass and do what it tells you to do. Because if you do, you could possibly win $1,000. We've had people do this. But a lot of people go, I tried and I didn't win. And everybody else gives up too. All of a sudden, they do one of these keywords and you find out that you and 50 other people were the only ones brave enough to take a shot at it, and there's your $1,000. So keep listening, keep paying attention to those keywords, and good luck to you. We'll get to this technical error, bit of a glitch that happened in the sports world. Everybody goes nuts. Everybody's so mean. Nobody has any charity in terms of how they take these things off. But the crash outs have never been as big and explosive as they have been in 2025. And I don't know if I can find this fast enough, but I'll tell you about it regardless. There's a politician right now in a pretty epic crash out by the name of Graham Plattner. And you guys probably haven't heard of this guy.
Well, Graham Dog. Graham Cracker is what I call him.
No, it's not Graham.
The Plattinator.
It's Graham Plattner, I believe. Platner. And
He's a Democrat running for the Senate seats in Maine. And it's so fantastic to watch this bizarre runoff.
There's a lot of skin,
there.
is what I could see.
There's a lot of photos of him with his shirt off. I don't know how you get to this point, but people were upset with his tattoo, which I don't even know why. They were saying it was like some sort of Nazi tattoo that this guy had. It's like a skull tattoo or something, but people were upset about his tattoo for one, but there was so much more. And then he was on Pod Save America, which is like a religious, I mean, not religious, but a political podcast. And as they had him on Pod Save America, they had found his Reddit history.
Ooh, I love that.
And they just started like bringing up his Reddit history. I'm seeing some of the clips here, but oh God. All right, hold on.
Quite
is this
the
it?
look this man
Yeah.
has.
Here's the guy. This is a Democrat Senate candidate in Maine, Graham Plattner. And before they interviewed him, they found his Reddit history and they started asking him about stuff. Here you go.
The first Reddit post I wanted to ask you about is from 2013. So someone wrote on Reddit, "What is one question you've always wanted to ask someone of another race?" You responded, "Why don't black people tip?" I work.
Let's see what they've got in his Reddit history, folks, which he didn't scrub before running for office. He wanted to ask in a thread about, like, what question would you like to ask another race? And he said, "Why don't black people tip?" And let's watch him defend.
As a bartender, and it always amazes me how solid the stereotype is. Every now and again, a black patron will leave a 15 to 20% tip, but usually it is between 0 and 5%. There's got to be a reason behind it. What is it? End of quote. How did you feel rereading that post? And what's your response to people who hear that and think that is like textbook racism and it's offensive?
I mean, one, I was legitimately asking the question. I mean, that was
It's not racist when I'm really just asking.
It's legitimate.
Look, I'm legitimately asking a question here.
I mean, he
You can't
didn't
hate
even
me.
breathe or think before that response, huh?
Wait, I guess he's kind of between a rock and a hard place, because what is he going to say as a result of this? But he's like, I
mean,
was
usually
curious.
he's like, I was just joking.
Yeah,
I have a black friend.
Okay, let's put some bets down. Does he mention a black friend here? Is he
That or
look,
like,
and he'll probably say, even my black friend had expressed being very curious about this lack of tipping among African Americans. He might do that. I've not heard this thing, but he may go. Actually, you're actually racist for bringing this up. That's what's happening here. Let's see what else they said.
Point of the thread was to ask the question. Amusingly enough, I remember this time when I had first started bartending, and then I had a conversation with a friend of mine who was black, who was a bartender.
I swear to God, I didn't pre-listen.
And the friend was a bartender. So, the black bartender friend also experiences black people not tipping.
Yeah, all that same.
I was actually asking on his behalf.
That's what he's going to do. I'm telling you, I did not pre-watch this.
Who did a great job of walking me through structural injustice and the fact of feelings of lack of agency.
Yeah, I totally bet your black friend, who happens to be a bartender, was walking you through like privilege and social justice things, and you're like, yeah. And then he's like, one thing that is true though is the blacks don't tip well. I'm sure that is definitely a thing that really happened.
There were a whole bunch of reasons, and after that I was like, oh yeah, that makes absolutely perfect sense. It was certainly not meant as a malicious thing. I was asking the question because that was.
Why is it that Jews are in control of so much money? I'm just asking a question. I love
Certainly
the idea
not for malicious reasons.
Yeah, I love the idea of asking it and afterwards being like, okay, well, that's very interesting. I just wanted to. No, you're saying that because you already believe it. You're saying it because you believe it through your life experiences. In this case, you being a bartender.
I've seen threads like these, and usually, like the number one comment, depending on the platform, is from a black person that's like, "White people, why y'all let your dogs lick you on the face?"
It's like fair questions too. You're like, oh,
why do you smell like pennies when it rains?
They're exchanging them, I guess. It's like you've got things that you wanted to say. Maybe that's the point of the thread. What else did he say on Reddit?
Kind of the point of thread, actually.
Yeah. So you're saying that?
Okay, I thought it was it's dumped.
I assumed that they were going to be nice and good little boys about this on this podcast, that they wouldn't curse, but I guess they do.
Crazy. We're that close, gentlemen, that close.
I think part of the problem is with, at least in this case, is that term S-posting, which is the thing we had to dump, has become like really, really common in the vernacular.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wouldn't be surprised if you found it added to a dictionary at some point, because it's
probably would fly if we just let it go.
It's less of an expletive lately and more of just a term for a thing that people do on online forums to get reactions.
I want to hear another Reddit post, but now I'm worried about it.
You got
with crazy cursing guy.
We're pretty good.
I don't want him to curse, but I want to know some more embarrassing
mention. Is there were posts from 2013 where it seemed like you were playing down the challenges faced by members of the military who were trying to report sexual assault allegations. The first post was, in today's current climate, when every whisper of a misplaced hand brings down a feature-length film, anyone who actually thinks the military is purposely covering up rape to save a career of some goddamn captain is clearly both an idiot and junior enough in rank or life experience to think it matters. And then there was another post where you suggested that the way to avoid getting sexually assaulted was not to get blacked out drunk.
Oh, no, it's the short dress, the short skirt argument here. Oh, no.
But let's hear his response.
You know what he's going to do?
Short skirt friend?
He's going to say, I was talking to my short-skirted friend. and she, too, was saying that that's where he's going.
Didn't matter. I mean, I didn't know what I was talking about. I had, at this point, I had just gotten out of the infantry. It's important. Like, my time in the service was in the infantry. At that point,
I'm a soldier.
It was an all-male branch. I had only recently separated.
Buddy, just say it was over 10 years ago. I don't agree with any of those things anymore. I was dumb to say them, if you believe that. Or if you still believe the things you posted, just say it. It depends. I mean, this guy's a grown-ass man. I don't know how old he is, but sometimes I say that because sometimes they'll take a 25-year-old and they'll go, 10 years ago you posted this. And it's like, who cares? There was teenagers online posting stuff. Get over yourself. But if you posted it and you disavow it and you disagree with it, then just say that. Just say that. I'm more annoyed, and I think most people would be, at people just trying to go like explain everything away. Just say my opinions changed over time. I was dumb before, or I was, racist before, if you believe that. Or if you don't, then just go, no, that's how I feel. That's how I feel about things. That's what I think is an accurate example of what the world looks like. I didn't know they were cursing on these podcasts, the political podcasts. Unbelievable over there. Okay, we are going to get to a couple of your dispatches. Let's start.
Who is the guy, the senator dude that always wears shorts? And
Fetterman? John Fetterman.
I think that's who Peisenberg's talking about. He texts me and he's like, yeah, the dude that always wears hoodies. He was being interviewed this morning, and he said something about the Congress is Essie.
Oh, yeah.
And they just let that fly.
What, didn't Trump drop the F-bomb last week? It was
a don't F with America kind of thing. So
yeah, we're to the point where this is just common. The use of bad words has changed a lot, but still we got these FCC rules around here. By the way, the story about the glitch is really not much of anything, but NBC had some big technical problems, they said, just minutes into their new season. There was a female broadcaster in particular that her microphone was glitching out and was cutting off, and this was happening to a couple of other people there. And the audience has like no charitability when they watch something like this. It's like the season just started.
Ripped her apart.
Yeah, well, they're just the whole thing. They're like, NBC's a joke. The whole thing's a joke. They shouldn't be doing the NBA broadcast. You guys suck. I said, give them a second. Do you know how many things there are to go wrong on any kind of broadcast like this? If they keep screwing it up, then go, okay, you guys can't seem to get it under control. This is a problem.
It is, but they've signed a contract. That's their problem contractually for a minute, I imagine, right?
I would imagine they have some sort of long-term deal, and this is not going to affect that. But I would suggest that this is like just people being whiny about things. Like, oh my God, the microphone cut out for a moment. We will all survive. Now, to the dispatch here. Here's the brown pony talking about that father of the day candidate. Hello.
For the father of the day, what if the dad just goes, oh, those pictures are AI. They weren't real. Is there any way to prove or not prove that? And let's say you say that, can the judge go, well, I can't take the risk just in case they are real. I have to charge you. Now it's like, can you be charged for AI photos? Or the other way around. If he says these are AI and the judge goes, well, now I have no way of proving that these aren't real or that they are real. I don't know.
All right.
It's like, where do we go from there?
Well,
the burden of proof would be on the state, on the government.
Yeah. But the way this would work is if you have evidence in a case, you have to bring forward somebody to try to prove to the jury that the evidence is real. So you would have to say, here are the photographs. Where did they come from? Where would, I know what you're saying. You would be able to go through that and show, hey, this guy is lying. It wasn't AI that created these photographs. Can you say with 100% certainty? I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you could say anything with 100% certainty anymore in the world of AI, but that the jury would decide. That's what ends up happening.
What do they
in those
decide
cases.
exactly?
The jury would decide whether or not the photographs of the father were real. Or real.
Ah,
Yeah, right?
They were going to say, where do they come from? Where do they go? One more time.
Oh, did I? Oh, yeah. I got into Cotton Eye Joe territory. No. I mean, it's a classic. It's a banger, but
I'm at the skate rink all over again.
Yeah.
Skate reflections.
Holding the wall.
That shows your age. That shows your age because for me,
Ferris Bueller.
Oh, yeah.
Ferris Bueller.
Yellow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ow. Oh, it's terrible.
Boom.
We used to play that when I was DJing weddings, and they would do the whole thing where you take off the the garter, and then somebody puts it back on. I think that's been abandoned largely, which is probably a good thing. But
not in the last 10 years because I caught the bouquet.
No, the bouquet is still a thing. It's the garter.
I caught the bouquet, and then the person who caught the garter put it on my leg, and it was very uncomfortable.
Every time we did it was weird. Every single time we did it at one of those weddings, it was weird. It never got normal.
Apparently, allegedly, there is a recording of that being done at my cousin's wedding, and a very young Christopher Lane was heard in the background yelling to take it off with your teeth. And
you were talking to your cousin.
Hell yeah!
And I know for sure which uncle fed me that line because there's no way in hell I would have come up with that myself or had the balls to yell it.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick break. We're a little bit behind. When we come back, we have many stories to hit on. We'll do a grab bag segment and touch on a bunch of stuff, including some new technology that is going to... Well, I don't know. Some of you might really, really like this. This we'll see what people think of it because this is going to change things in a place where you might not want things to change. That's all I'll say for right now, but I'll pay this off. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center. Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
The roadways are busy on Narcoossee Road. Northbound and southbound lanes are getting affected due to an accident just south of Boggy Creek Road there. On Bronson Highway eastbound, just before World Drive, there's a crash getting cleared up. An accident on Orange Blossom Trail southbound at Stable Drives, block in the right lane. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by HCA Florida West Orange Emergency. HCA Florida West Orange Emergency in Winter Garden is now open 24/7. Visit HCAFloridaHealthcare.com. This emergency department is part of HCA Florida Osceola Hospital. not an urgent care center. Services billed at hospital rates.
Will we see a Hurricane Melissa? That's been a lot of the talk in the past couple days, especially looking at the tropics. And if we do see a Hurricane Melissa, where will it end up? And if it ends up coming to Central Florida, you could find yourself very annoyed sitting around if the power goes out in the dark waiting for people to come fix your electricity. Well, you might not have to do that if you make a call to Solar Installers of Florida. They will design a solar system built for Florida homes, complete with a battery backup, meaning lower bills all year long and reliable backup power when storms roll through. Or if just stuff happens in the neighborhood and the power goes out, you're covered while others wait for the utility company to come fix things. Your home keeps running. Lights are on. Fridge and AC are cold. Don't wait until a storm is on the radar. Call Solar Installers of Florida today at 407-777-5050. You tell them C-Lane from the News Junkie send you. They knock $500 off that quote. 407-777-5050 or visit them online at solarinstallers.florida.com.
If you want to buy or sell your home quickly, call Nick Lee. For a guaranteed cash offer, visit thenickleegroup.com.
Is it a cold, allergies, or could it be a sinus issue? Aspire Allergy and Sinus can help you find out.
Hello. Folks, we got 2 segments left. That means you have 2 segments to leave your mark and make sure that you are up for Chatter of the Day, the most prestigious award in streaming. And it could be you. It could be you.
These guys serve all of Central Florida. Nick, good to go? Expert.
Oh, I didn't see it.
What I said, yeah?
Hang on.
Take advantage of their spectacular savings event. Terms and conditions apply. The Real Roofers, Real Craftsmen, Real
Florida, and they are metal roofing experts. Schedule your free estimate today at EustaceRoofing.com and take advantage of their spectacular savings event. Terms and conditions apply. The Real Roofers, Real Craftsmen, Real Professionals, Real Experts. It's Eustace Roofing.
We want to see ya.
In a Greenway Kia. For over 23 years, my family's been saying it. And right now, the savings are at an all-time high. During the Kia Fall Savings Event, every new Kia is discounted thousands off MSRP. Plus, when you trade with us, over 40 Greenway dealerships compete for it. Meaning, you could get up to $10,000 over Kelley Blue Book fair market value. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see it in a Greenway Kia. Visit greenwaykias.com.
Negative equity refinance. Expires 11/7/25. Prescription products require completion of an online consultation with an independent healthcare provider and are only available if prescribed. Subscription required. Additional restrictions apply. See website for more details and safety information.
Hi, I'm Dr. Anthony Popolo with RexMD, the leading men's telehealth company. We specialize in helping men find prescription solutions for common conditions like hair loss, weight loss, ED, insomnia, low testosterone, and more. Our platform is simple. Visit RexMD.com and select an indication you'd like to address. If appropriate, we can find the prescription solution that's FDA approved and clinically proven to work. We've helped over 500,000 men get medication delivered directly to their door. Listen to these patients.
I wish I hadn't waited as long as I did to try RexMD.
Why did I not try this 20 years ago?
Hello.
RexMD is giving away tickets to the
Sorry for the delay.
Sign up for your chance to win.
Many things going on. Many things at once. Folks, would you like to get your hands on a News Junkie magnet to play Game of Magnets? That's right. You too could participate in the greatest game on earth. World famous Game of Magnets. So how, Sean, do I get my hands on one of these News Junkie magnets? Great question. The way you get one, there's lots of ways, but one is to gift secret shows. Spread the word and gift secret shows, and you can claim a gift, including this. One of these magnets right here. If you gift secret shows. If you're not a secret show subscriber, sign up for secret shows, and you will get to pick any gift, including the random magnets. I'd encourage you to do it. I love the support. There are other items you can claim as your gift, like this No Shit Warlock pin. There are very few of these left, actually. The Skin Bear sticker, if you want that for your laptop. It's ugly, but it's interesting. And many more items. Sign up for secret shows at thenewsjunkie.com or gift secret shows right now. 90 seconds.
Making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV.
Sharkbait says, hey Sean, I have a random question. What is the average of how many dispatchers are sent into the studio per day? Oh God, it depends. It depends on how many I'm playing. It depends on what the topic is. It depends on if I'm needling people. It could be hundreds. It depends. Booty Sweat says, Sean, I just tagged you on X with a follow-up with that candidate with the Nazi tattoo. Honestly, I don't think that the tattoo didn't seem that bad to me. It's just like a weird skull and bones tattoo. But what I saw was he said he was going to get rid of it. And it's a dark tattoo, by the way. Trust me, I know. You want to get a tattoo that dark, remove, that's like 20 sessions. It would cost thousands and thousands of dollars and be very, very painful. All right, we'll come back.
With a mysterious student named Brandon Grossheim.
The lawsuit says Grossheim was one of the last people to see each victim before their death.
Open your free iHeart app and search The Peacemaker and start listening.
If you've been injured in a car accident, call Pound Law from your cell phone. Morgan & Morgan.
Holiday magic. Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Check. CHECK. That's check. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may the odds be ever in your favor.
On the bright side, we're not dead yet. You're listening to the...
The Halloween roast event. It's going to be fun. People in costumes, people dressed up, getting fancy. We're going to be at a fancy place at Judson's Live, and you can find more details about the roast event. Completely uncensored, filmed for a special while you're there, and everybody who buys a ticket, well, guess what? You're going to get a ticket to that special, so you can watch it when it comes out. Maybe featuring you, who knows? But that will be shortly afterwards. You'll get that over on, at the event, actually. But learn more on thenewsjunkie.com/roast. The technology world is a world where we made a huge mistake. The motto of the day, or mantra, if you will.
I've made a huge mistake.
Where often things go too far. And this is not even the first time on this show that we've heard the tech people pushing this stuff. But they're pushing it big, and it's a toilet company. You're probably familiar with Kohler, I think is how you say it. Their faucets are pretty nice.
That's a fun name.
And look up the device that they're trying to hoist and foist onto the American public. Kohler. They're trying to shove this onto you. It's called the Kohler Dakota, DEKODA, and it's yet another one of these toilet cams where they want you to strap on the toilet, and then the camera's gonna watch the toilet.
No.
And then give you feedback, and then when you sit down on the toilet, there's a fingerprint scanner, so it knows which person is going to the bathroom, and then you don't get the other person's.
The pictures to your folder.
Right. Make sure we clearly file all of these away.
Makes it like a sweet little movie at the end of the year, like the iPhone does every once in a while. You and your furry friends.
I don't want to see that movie. I don't want to know anything about that.
And the price is insane. Secondly, they're absolutely selling that data to somebody else. Are they not?
No, I wouldn't be surprised. It's $600, just for the record, folks. A $600 toilet sensor that scans what you leave behind in the toilet for health insights.
That's
it's
not including
the
subscription.
I don't know. Is there a subscription?
It's not. No, $5.99 available now for pre-order.
All right.
And it also requires a subscription plan that costs either $7 a month or $70 for the entire year.
Why? A subscription plan to a toilet cam that's unhinged?
Yeah. Wait till you get that hacked.
Bathroom, what did it say? Bathroom tech. Discover Dakota. I'm on the actual website for it right now. And it says, shop Dakota and decode your body's signals. Dakota is a first of its kind health tracker that attaches to the toilet. It analyzes gut health and hydration and detects the presence of blood in the toilet bowl. I don't need you for that, by the way. Providing data for building healthy
You just
habits.
look and point it out?
Yeah, blood.
Son of a bitch. There we go. I got a little blood. Deep dive into the design. They have sensors that see health clearly. It's an interesting way to say it. The sensors can see the health easily. It's designed around you. Show me
Can't
your
you
health.
also just Google image it? Take a picture of your poo and then do a Google image search?
I've never tried that with like AI or Chat GPT. They might be able to do it, but this also does. It'll tell you
That is
about your...
One thing I have not flexed my Chat GPT muscles on yet, but...
Analyze this dump. Please tell me what's going on. Go beyond gut instinct.
Is this what the balloon knot should look like?
Yeah.
They'll tell
you what.
They'll tell you what immunity, digestion, and nutrient absorption stats are for you. And oh my God.
Back in our day, you just pooped in a tube and you mailed it over.
This is weirder than that somehow. They show you like on the app, and you can look at the days, and then it tells you what you have, and they'll do a push notification.
You had corn on Tuesday.
It says blood in bowl. It's a push notification to your phone. Blood in bowl. Your last result at 10:45 p.m. today detected signs of blood in the toilet bowl.
Like how you call it a result.
Yeah.
That's what they're your last result.
Hang on, honey. I got to take a huge result right now. That really, there's so weird, dude. I don't want this tech in my toilet, but maybe you do.
Somebody does.
And it's not only $599, which is expensive already, but then you got to pay a monthly fee. That's insane.
Yeah, no,
That's ridiculous.
I will use my deductible for something like that. Which, by the way, after my medical procedure this week, I'm coming out of the anesthesia, and they're like, "And we got these pictures for you," and shoved it right in my face and gave it to Nicole to put in her purse.
Oh God!
I
don't.
Did they recommend a Dakota?
They did not.
Not
they
yet.
printed it out in color, laser printer style, the pictures of my insides.
I never got a single photo from my insides.
I will.
No.
It was something.
I think they give you more now. Like, for instance, Dylan got that mouth surgery done today.
Wisdom teeth
and
removal?
He's got his wisdom teeth taken out because he had some impacted stuff.
Whoa!
And they just
he got
hand
to
you a
keep
little
'em.
thing. Yeah, they're like, here you go. Here's the stuff we yanked out of your skull.
He got 4, 5 taken out?
He got, looks like it, I
Looks
guess.
like
You want to see
6
it?
maybe.
I'll show you. Hang on. Let me move off of
His
the ceiling.
face must be swollen.
Hang on.
I want to see. Come on, share it. Oh.
He's a little chipmunk. He's a little chipmunked out. He's doing better. He was in pain, man.
I'm sure.
Yeah, it gets
poor
bad.
dude.
Yeah, so he's
Hey,
alive.
whatever you don't use out of that bottle, bring it over to Orlando.
Yeah, he was worried about that too. But I don't. Maybe they told him that he needed this toilet thing too. Maybe they're pushing this everywhere. Any
I
kind
see
of
what you
place
did
you
there.
go to.
Pushing.
I'm not sure if that's happening, but honestly, I sure hope that it's not. Okay,
You guys
we
want
are
me to
gonna-
share the pictures of McCullen, or
You know what? I could go without seeing it if
I'll
I'm
save
real.
it for the roast on the projector.
I'm good not seeing that personally. Yeah, the teeth thing I didn't even really need to see. Okay, we're gonna do a quick break. When we come back, we'll get to the final dispatches, stories that did not make the cut, and of course, today I learned to wrap everything up for a Wednesday. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Classic Alternative this weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Real Music Weekends are Classic Alternative.
This weather report.
And as we head through the rest of the overnight tonight into your Thursday. Thursday will be a touch cooler as temperatures drop down into the low 80s. But luckily, we are going to be seeing gorgeous sunshine on tap through the rest of the work week. A little bit more of those breezy conditions, but mostly sunny skies kicking in for the weekend ahead.
This report is sponsored by HCA Florida West Orange Emergency. HCA Florida West Orange Emergency in Winter Garden is now open 24/7. Visit hcafloridahealthcare.com. This emergency department is part of HCA Florida Osceola Hospital. not an urgent care center. Services billed at hospital rates.
Join us October 25th for an evening of culinary artistry and artisan cocktails at Harry's Poolside Bar and Grill at Rosen Center. Indulge in masterpiece dishes by Chef Tellaluna and artisan cocktails by Edrington. Indulge in pumpkin spice seared scallops, honey garlic pork tenderloin, and roasted monkfish, and that's just where it starts. All of these dishes paired up with delicious cocktails from Edrington. Don't miss this one-of-a-kind event with delicious dishes from Chef Tellaluna. Seats are limited, so grab yours today at rosencenter.com.
BJ's Wholesale Club has always been proud to offer great prices every day.
In this economy? Almost sounds too good to be true.
These prices are very true, and at BJ's, they're great, not good. That's great prices every day, no matter the economy, including 3-pound rotisserie chickens, just $4.99. Wellesley Farms Deli Honey Ham, $6.99 a pound. Plus great prices every day on everything in the club. Join at bjs.com/join and make BJ's your destination for savings every day.
Here's something most of us don't want to think about, but probably should. Clay Travis and Buck Sexton here for our friend Mike Lester and the team at Talon Wealth Management.
That thing we don't want to talk about is a will. If you don't have one, Mike and his team would like to help you out. They'll start you off with a comprehensive financial plan.
If you are 55 or over and have saved at least $250,000 for retirement, the Talon Comprehensive Financial Plan is complimentary. And when that plan's in hand, you will also receive the gift of a will and trust courtesy of Talon Wealth.
The folks at Talon Wealth are not attorneys, but they work with a group of attorneys who'll provide a will and trust at no charge to you. Reach out at...
Go, Mike. Rate the show out of 10, everybody. Rate the show out of 10. Now's the time where you tell us what you think. 10 out of 10 is an absolute banger. 1 out of 10 is a real loserino. Rate the show out of 10. Thank you for being with us today. Make sure you subscribe over on the YouTube channel. 9 impacted wisdom teeth out of 10. 9 and 8.5. At IDC, it's the opposite. At IDC, we don't have a manual telling our people how to deal with customers. We give our associates the freedom to make a decision and help the customer. 38. So when you see another big box Wall Street owned jewelry store, you don't have to be a victim. Come to IDC and get the price, quality, attention, and respect you deserve. Time for our chatter of the day. Our chatter of the day. They said he couldn't do it. They said he shouldn't do it. They said he wouldn't do it. Mongo Face on Twitch. Mongo Face is our chatter of the day. Congratulations, Mongo Face. I got to get today learned. Mongo Face, what a job. What a job. They said you couldn't do it. They said you weren't Mongo enough. But you Mongoed the hell out of it, buddy. Mongo Face, our chatter of the day. All right, here we go. Also, for the record, Mongo Face doesn't exist. I didn't have enough time to see who was the chatter of the day. So just in case there is a Mongo Face in the future, they automatically win a chatter of the day.
Got you spooked? Drive into Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Sponsored by Pfizer.
Check engine light got you spooked? Drive into Valvoline Instant Oil Change today. No appointment needed. Get a friendly, expert oil change from our team in about 15 minutes. Go to VIOC.com for money-saving coupons and to find a location near you.
Now back to the most viral newsroom on planet Earth. This
Cut. And today I learned to wrap everything up for a Wednesday. Thank you for being you and for being with us. We'll get to more of your final comments here on the show in just a bit. The roast is, as I said, just over a week away, and we can't wait to see you out there. Yeah, you can wear a costume. There are some rules, but you can also just dress up fancy. That's what I'm doing. We're going to really, really bring it for the Halloween roast of me, Sean Wasson, which is coming up next week on Thursday. And the details that you need to know are at thenewsjunkie.com/roast on the website. And let's see what we have here on the way out. So we have some time. We have enough. Yeah. Yes, we do. Let's do our final dispatches.
These are the final dispatches, but Sean will probably only play one.
Yes, indeed. Here we go. Final dispatches. We'll start off with, hang on, let me refresh for the latest. And start off with the Landman talking about my mom is AI.
Hey, News Junkie crew.
Hey.
I was just talking with my sons about this very thing in the car on the way home from school as I picked them up. My mom passed in 2022.
Sorry about that.
And I would talk to my mom all the time when she was around. I still talk to her a little bit off into the heavens, but have a couple big life decisions coming up. And I said to my sons as we're riding in the car, I wonder if I could teach AI to sound like my mom so that if I had something I needed to talk to her about, AI would talk to me in her voice. And both my sons looked at me and went, Dad, you are a weirdo. So I think that pretty much answers that.
Yeah, he doesn't want to do it now. Your sons bullied you. They bullied you into compliance.
What is it? The prisoners doing the... You know the phrase.
Inmates running the asylum? Yeah. They took over here. And I say do what you want, sir. If the mom AI makes you happy, do it, please. Big fella sends a video dispatch saying, I'm visiting San Francisco from Orlando, staying in the Tenderloin district. You brave son of a bitch. I'm in no way a Trump fan. I'm in no way a Trump fan, but send in the troops. Clean this area up, says this person. Yeah, I just saw a thing, and I don't know how true this was. They sent a video dispatch of a bunch of addicts like doing that whole zombie thing on the streets.
Yeah, it's just wild. Their legs still work, but they could stand up straight while their entire upper half is leaned over.
One of the people in the video dispatch has a needle like picking at something, and it's vile. You're in the Tenderloin district, which I would encourage you to never, ever, ever visit again until there are some major changes. I was just assured by the Wall Street Journal, they literally had an article. I don't know if I have it anywhere, but they had an article that was like, San Francisco's back, baby, and all is well. And maybe there's some changes going on there, but the Tenderloin district has been the spot where things have been absolutely the worst, I would say. All of downtown San Fran is an exposition of bad utopian policies, not understanding how drugs work, in addiction among homeless people, not understanding how homelessness works, thinking that if we just go a little further, if we just, love them a little bit more, if we can hug this out of them, we'll get them a clean needle and hug it right out of them. It is on display how bad that is in a functioning society and how it is not the empathetic thing that so many of its supporters think it is. At the end, you're doing something horrific because these people are being enabled to live life this way, and it is no way to live any life. But stay out of the Tenderloin until big changes happen.
Now I'm hungry.
Here's somebody saying boomers are not all stupid. Hello?
Lane.
Oh, that's my bad.
Hope you're doing well.
Hang on.
Hey, Sean, Sabrina, and C-Lane.
Hi.
Hope you're doing well. Sean, I am a boomer. I was born
1957.
I know I'm not your target audience, but I do listen almost every day.
Thank you.
Just wanted to let you know that all boomers are not dumbasses.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have an online business that I run. I fix everybody's computers.
What kind
I'm
of
not
computer?
stupid like you and Sabrina think.
What?
That's
So
her.
anyway,
That's not
just
me.
wanted to
That's
let you
Sean,
know
not me.
there's some of us that actually have a brain. Thanks. Enjoy the show. Have a great day.
Great. Now we upset.
Wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop.
I do not think boomers are dumb.
I don't think boomers are dumb. I think that was pretty sure it was you that said it.
However, I will say, and for some reason people are allergic to speaking in generalities these days, but I will say, generally speaking, boomers are dumb about AI. They are dumb, and they're more susceptible when it comes to AI there's the young people are dumb about certain things that boomers aren't dumb about.
Right.
But boomers, generally speaking, most of them are not very AI savvy.
Young people are often dumb about the things that they never taught them in school, like buying houses and doing taxes.
Changing your wipers, anything.
Or it's little screens.
That's not a quote for me. Don't put that on your screen. I did not.
Boom, roasted.
I said boomers are dumb when it comes to AI if you're speaking generally about the population.
All right, hold on. I will.
This gets too long.
I'll correct it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. And now you know that it's not the whole thing.
Yeah. Dot. That doesn't help me out at all. Final thing here. There's a new Shield AI jet, the future of war, this is. And this Shield AI jet is an automated powered plane. Doesn't need a human being. They're kind of cool looking, honestly. They fire off vertically. You could show this to everybody on the stream at least, Celine. It's kind of cool. And they are the real deal. They're supposed to be released in the next couple of years.
Are we sure that that's not just an AI-generated picture of cool-looking jets?
It might be, but this is what they're building out. They already have all the tech, I think, ready to go. It's called Shield AI is the company. I'll put this up on See It Now right after the show. Actually, I'll do it now. I'll see it now. That's what's happening, baby. Boomers are dumb. Boomers are dumb. Shoot. I got to be honest. That does sound bad. Dumb.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
You said it so much.
I'll kill you over the chicken. I will still kill you over the chicken. I just want to be as clear as I possibly can with that.
Please put that where it needs to be.
New AI jets. Got it up for you over on See It Now. Take a look at it when you get a chance. They are really cool looking, honest to God. And they're available for you.
They can't even fly.
Over on the website, check it out at thenewsjunkie.com. Did I not screenshot it that whole time? All that effort?
I saw you drawing the square around it.
Dumb. I meant it in a different context where they're dumb about AI. That's what they're dumb about. They're smart about so many things. Back in my day stuff, you guys are fantastic about that. And I love you for it. There it is. Now it's up on See It Now, and now it's time to get the hell out of here. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
It is Today I Learned for a Wednesday, October 22nd, 2025. And here goes nothing. Today I learned this gentleman. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. We don't have enough time. We got to skip to the last one.
Sorry, gentlemen.
Dumb. Me too sometimes. Today I learned this band right here. It's a box.
Matchbox 20.
Candlebox.
Damn it.
Yes, they got the right box. Congratulations. Man, the box, get back in the box. Today in the band Candlebox has reunited over 7 different times with different percentages of the original lineup. They began performing live back in 1991. One of them left
more,
to be,
and they could be Candlebox 20.
True. So close. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. We're back tomorrow, same time, same